Okay, I think we're good. Done. Shut up. Okay. Hello. How's it going? It's been a while. I've been a bit busy, but we're back. We're playing some Follow Justice. We're gonna see about getting today's court day done, and then might even be able to do the next day of investigation. We will see. We will see. But hi everyone. How's it going? Okay, where are we? I just realized that I don't really remember what we were doing last time. Like I have some vague details, but I guess we'll go through the court record, and that should hopefully you know, that should hopefully bring us back up to speed. Ooh, the music is intense. What's going on here? Can I check the court record? No. Oh, right. Yes. Okay. I remember what the fuck happened. Trucy got taken hostage by someone sent by the Kitaki family to delay the verdict, right? Okay. Yes. I remember that much. Trucy. Trucy. You move quickly, Apollo. Good show. Good show. Oh. Trucy? You're okay? I thought... Oh, Apollo. Don't cry, Apollo. Those good-for-nothing gangsters. There's some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges. Wait, just calm down, Apollo. Or else. What the heck is that? That's a very good question, Apollo. What the fuck is that? Surprised? This is one of my best tricks. The amazing Mr. Hat. You look marvelous, darling. He's a big hit on stage at the Wonder Bar. Yes, I'm a big hit. Ha ha ha. Well, what do you think? You like it? You mean you. Trucy, there are some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges. So did she kidnap herself to stop the trial? Oh my god. This woman is a menace. And also significantly more competent than Maya ever was. Holy shit. I love her. She's great. Yeah, let's just let's go through the court record real quick. Badge, map. Yeah, how's it going, Chatakami? Right, okay, so we have the thought, car goes here, hits right, passes through here, parked at the Miraculous Clinic. Sometime Miraculous steals the panties from Trucy, steals the cart from Eldoon, drives it down the street into the park, drives towards the thing, gets shot in the right temple, right? Am I remembering this correctly? I think I am. The bowl, the panties, cell phone. Right, we do not know. Why am I streaming today? Because it's a Saturday and I usually stream on Saturdays? What? How would you not expect this? This is like the most expected of expected things. Yeah, we have the cell phone that we really need more information on. So I'm not sure what to make of that. The mirror, right? Fine. Connecting the car with the hit and run. Fingerprint powder. Autopsy report. 10:15. Right, so the timing of the death. I don't have a Fortnite account, so that would be a bit hard, Chatakami. Damage to the brain, bullet on right temple. Yeah, okay, so I got that much right. So we know that the guy, I'm forgetting the I'm forgetting our client's name. He threatened the guy with a knife because the guy had failed to remove a bullet from his heart, I believe. I think like he got shot, went to the guy to get operated, but the guy didn't remove the bullet and like he almost died. So he threatened the guy with a knife, but before he could actually kill him, someone else shot him. And may or may not be trying to frame the guy. I forget his name. Noodle Stand, the Bloomers, Checkup Report. Walkie, that's his fucking name. God damn it. Alec Aldrich finding the heart urgent exam. Yeah, okay. So that's that. Pistol. Well, at the scene of the crime, 2 rounds were fired. Fingerprints were wiped. Right. It doesn't make sense for Walkie to wipe the fingerprints off the pistol and then wipe the fingerprints off the knife, you know? And then, I mean, not wipe the fingerprints off the knife. Yeah. So I think it's pretty compelling that Walkie wasn't the guy who actually fired the shot. It was definitely someone else. What I'm not sure is, it's possible that someone is trying to frame Walkie. It's also possible that someone from the Kitaki family pulled off the hit so that Walkie wouldn't have to do the killing himself. And then him getting traced back to the scene of the crime is just a result of Walkie being an idiot. And that's why they need us to defend him? It's possible. Why don't I have a Fortnite account? Because I don't play Fortnite. What? Attorney. Right, Trucy, Hickfield. I swear to God, if this motherfucker comes into play, I'm gonna kill myself. Plum, Guile dude, right. Refreshing myself on all the characters. Lita, Clavier. Gold record selling band, Mr. Gavin's younger brother, Emma, Sky, Winfred, Rocky family, wears an apron, don't ask. Then Walkie. What a piece of... And the victim, pulling the noodle stand. Right, so he was working for the Kitaki family as like their in-house surgeon. Oh god, Wesley. Oh, I hate Wesley. Junior science at Ivy University, witness, man concerned with truth, yet unable to give it to us. Incredible. Okay, yeah, I think I've got a pretty good refresher, but I'm sure I'll remember more once we play a little bit. Get right in.
Apollo, now is not the time to be threatening me. It's you who's being threatened here. Huh? Remember what you said to Walkie's father yesterday? You promised you'd save his son. But the testimony was rock solid. What are you suggesting I do? Look, once the judge declares the verdict, it's all over. If I can use my talent to stop that from happening, I will.
You are a fucking menace. Trucy, no more staged abductions, please.
I'm not talking about magic, Apollo. I know when the witness isn't confident. I can perceive what he's feeling. It might not mean anything, but it's all we've got.
You can see what he's feeling?
Think back, Apollo. Think back to the times when there was a contradiction in his testimony. All the times.
All the times there was a contradiction. I'm trying to think. Let's say I remember.
Oh, I think I remember them, sure. There were 2 times that he made statements he wasn't confident in, and each time there was a contradiction.
In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene.
He said the man tossed aside the pistol, but it turned out it wasn't sure, and sure enough, there was a contradiction.
Well, that's true, but how does that help us?
Didn't you notice anything?
Right, he was like playing with his book.
Whenever he made a statement he wasn't confident in, he displayed a certain habit.
Right, more of the lie, the lie detection thing. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand.
Did he see it? The very moment he said the word pistol, his fingers got all tense. He fiddled with the corner of the page in his book.
How am I supposed to see that?
Well, I could see it. How else do you think Daddy went 7 years without losing a game of poker?
Well, I mean, I thought it had something to do with the Magatama, but I guess not. What? Okay, so this is the confirmation I need that the whole, like, witnesses having tells when they're lying is not just the thing that was happening the first, is not just the thing that happened in the first, like in the, because like in the, it could have been a thing where it was just only part of the first case, since the whole first case had like the theme of poker, and obviously tells and that sort of stuff is like very central to poker. So I thought it was possible that like, that the witness having like a specific tell whenever they were like lying could have been something just for that chapter, but no. Okay, it would seem that this is something that like pretty much every witness is gonna have a tell of some kind, which is very cool. So now I will actually start keeping an eye out for that sort of stuff.
I always sat next to Daddy during big matches.
Picking it up from the pros.
I could see what his opponents were feeling.
The rights are absolutely terrifying, mind you. My god.
You mean, that's how Mr. Wright won all those games? It's not cheating officially. I wasn't looking at their hands or anything. And I wasn't there all the time either. Daddy's quite good at poker, after all. Not good enough to go undefeated that long.
Great, so he cheated. But what does that do for us? Okay, so we do have the confirmation that Phoenix Wright does cheat. I don't believe this.
You have to listen to his testimony one more time. No, scratch that. You have to watch his testimony. Perceive the truth.
Watch a testimony? Perceive the truth? The only thing I'm perceiving is that I'm gonna lose.
Not true. Daddy said so. He said you have the power, Apollo.
Mr. Wright said what? Yeah, don't you remember the first case? Where you could use the perceive. Watch the testimony and perceive his true feelings? Is she serious?
Time's up. Sorry, I can't think of any other way out of this one, Apollo.
What was that she said before the trial started? Mr. Wright's not here today.
He said his old foot injury was acting up. Yes, he smiled when he said we'd be fine as long as you're there, Trucy.
Is this what he meant by us being fine? Oh, methods aside, he did avoid one guilty verdict already today. Time to show this court what I'm made of. Get ready for justice! Oh, hey, Firewall. I'm doing good. How about you?
Apollo!
You know, I'm starting to think I can do this.
I knew you could do it all along. Oh, one more thing. Try to cover for Mr. Hat as best you can.
Right, because it probably won't go too well with the judge that you kidnapped yourself.
I just flew in from the coast, and boy, are my arms tired.
Right. June 16, 11:40. Courtroom number 4. Oh god, he's still on the witness stand? God damn it, I don't want to do his voice.
Court is now in session.
Right, we're fine.
I'd like to say to the young ladies standing next to you, Mr. Justice.
Oh, you mean me?
Don't you have anything to report? Anything concerning the mysterious phantom in the silk top hat?
Oh, right. Him. Don't worry about him. I settled that.
You settled that?
Yes, it was an out-of-court settlement, right? Perhaps Fauna would have us believe it was nothing more than a passing dream. A fantastic illusion. Now you see it, now you don't, am I right?
I think he's onto me.
Yeah, I get the impression that Clavier is actually smart, which is a nice break since in the last game we had to deal with Gato, who might have been one of the dumbest characters in the entire Ace Attorney franchise. I wish he would stop being so cool. Do you have a crush on him, Apollo? Let us dispense with these niceties and get straight to the matter. What are your plans for our gifted witness? He's posing! That motherfucker is posing! Oh, I want to kill him.
Right. Defense would like to request another cross-examination. Because I forgot to ask something.
It's not a great start.
There was no issue with the witness's previous testimony. I will grant your request. However, but this court will not permit stalling for time.
Understood, Your Honor. Forget Apollo. When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book.
Yeah, I caught that. From shot to call.
I cannot prevent the killer from leaving the scene. Nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else.
Okay. If Juicy can pull stuff like that, I'm sure. Well, yeah, she literally said during the recess, she literally said that she helped Phoenix cheat during his poker matches. So there's that, yeah.
I'm not sure I'm qualified to watch testimonies after all. Focus, Apollo. Find his weak spot. Focus? Only over that easy. Ears hear what he says. My eyes see his expressions. Do I have to do something more? What other senses do I have? What's this?
Oh, he's having an anime moment.
My bracelet?
The bracelet? Is the bracelet magic?
What's going on?
Kind of like the Magatama, maybe.
Bracelet feels different somehow. I think Daddy was right. You can see it, can't you, Apollo? You're almost there. Find the weak spot in his testimony.
The fucking James Charles thing is so accurate. I've been good. What about you?
Oh, this sounds crazy, but my bracelet is trying to tell me something.
What is this magical bracelet bullshit? Can I prevent the killer from leaving the scene? I mean, that's true. You couldn't and didn't. So I don't know why we would even, contend that. It's just cocaine. No, Phoenix is cocaine. I think Apollo is probably heroin. That sounds more like. Nor can I leave the scene in good conscience. So I used my cell phone to call the police. There's the lie. Till the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. So he did actually see no one else. Interesting.
Don't forget, Apollo. You have to focus to perceive the truth. I'm not sure I entirely understand this just yet, but I have perceived one thing. My bracelet is reacting to his testimony. This has to be the key.
So, I wonder. He mentions a cell phone, right? Hold on, let me. I'm not too great in all honesty. I messed up hard one of my exams and so. Yeah, we haven't had any exams yet on my end, so I'm gonna be having. Yeah, I'm gonna be having my first exams like in a couple of weeks. Those are gonna fucking suck. Okay. I wonder, could this be a cell phone? Maybe. The color of the band kind of matches the colors of his tunic, so that could be a thing, right? Maybe. Very possible. Let's press on that.
So, you called immediately after witnessing the murder.
The police undoubtedly have a record of the call. Why not check with them?
Wait, Apollo. This has to be it.
Wait.
You mean his habit? Don't forget, Apollo. When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book. The only time he even had the book open was here. Which means this is the place to look for his habit. I don't know how I know, but I know!
Thank you, Apollo, for that stellar reasoning.
Now what? This is my bracelet. It's different somehow. I can feel it reacting to something about the witness. Your bracelet? I'm not sure I get this focus stuff you were talking about, Trucy, but I have a feeling that trusting my bracelet is the way to go. Okay, just need to touch my bracelet as it reacts to the testimony.
Ooh, we have a bracelet button now. What the fuck? What's going on?
See the witness's face. His expression so clearly. It's filling my mind.
It's kind of creepy. The music doesn't help. I really love the effects in this one. He's got the fucking shotting gun! Mangekyo shotting gun! I see through you!
I can see nothing else. Hear nothing else. Apollo?
That is something else.
Trucy, what's happening to me? This is what I meant by focusing. Focusing.
Just not ready to tell people about it because I don't want another "you disappointed us" talk. Yeah, those are the fucking worst.
This date, you can see everything, Apollo. Everything the witness does. That's great, but this is kind of freaking me out. Just look for Mr. Stickler's twitch, his habit. You remember it, right? Sure. When he says something he's not sure of, he fiddles with a page on his book. You got it. Right now you're looking at the witness's face. And your eyes are sort of bugging out.
I bet they are. Everyone in the courtroom is just staring at Apollo as he's just like... He looks like he's having a fucking overdose. This really is just cocaine, isn't it? His dilated pupils, bloodshot eyes, spaced out look.
First, move your focus of attention down to Mr. Stickler's hand. His hand? You know what to look for now, but you have to be looking at the right place. Right. I can only see his face like this. Try changing my viewpoint.
How? Okay, with the arrow key. Ooh. Just slowly looking down. Thanks. I'll try my best.
Perfect. Now you're really ready.
Ready for what?
Ready to perceive the truth behind the twitch? Perceive? Try listening to the witness talk as you focus. Then watch for his habit. You mean when he fiddles with the page? That's right. That's your signal to look closer. To perceive. Find his weak spot, and I'll guarantee we'll be able to give him the royal flush.
Mr. Stickler's Twitch, I assume he does makeup tutorials, right? I mean, I don't know. If he didn't, his face is way too pale. He needs to use some blush. I don't think he should be making any makeup tutorials with how horrible he looks. Like, he needs some blush to counterbalance how pale his skin is and to fill in his really fucking, like, anorexic cheekbones.
Looking like a true poker head's daughter. I'm a magician, thank you very much.
That is true. So I have to pay attention to his words and his fingers?
Don't worry if you miss it. You can always try again.
Right. Out nervous twitch. Here comes justice! This fucking catchphrase. Go! I used the cell phone. Yeah, that is, use my cell phone is the issue, right? Well, let's see the rest. To call the police. Okay. Perceive!
Gotcha!
It is a really cool new mechanic. I really like it. I saw it. Just now. I could see it! Imagine Apollo smoked a fat one, jumped over his desk, and jumped right into Stickler's face, explaining the motto screen. Yeah, he's just right up to him, just like looking him all over. Thank you, Trucy, for guiding us through this trip. Why do you know so much about it?
Mr. Justice, do you have something to say? Also, could you please back away from the witness?
Oh, all this banging of desks! It's quite bad for my circulation, you know?
Mr. Stickler, allow me to ask you a simple question. Why did you fiddle with the page of your book just now? The very moment you mentioned your cell phone.
What are you talking about?
Curious about this cell phone of yours. Mind if I ask a few questions?
It's gotta be the cell phone we have. First number, let's see. Does the phone have battery? Because then we could call it. Ask to see his phone, ask for his number, ask what model of phone. Do we know? I don't think, I mean, there's a lot of phones of similar models, so I don't think that would help us. And I mean, it might be able to, I'm thinking get the phone number, dial it up, and this one will ring, right?
Mr. Stickler, tell me your phone number.
Why? Whatever for? Why not? You have something against making friends.
What does the witness' cell phone number have to do with the case?
Absolutely nothing. This is an invasion of my privacy.
Seeing you grimace like that makes me wonder about your cell phone too. The witness will present his cell phone number to the court.
Oh, the judge coming in clutch. Judge be like,
Mr. Justice, all drugs should go through me first. I mean, are illegal.
Trucy, you have your cell phone? Sure do. Try dialing the number that guy gives us. You want me to call Mr. Stickler's phone?
What's his ringtone? Ooh, it's fire!
This is, highly irregular.
This game takes in 2025, so they have the base meme of this universe, but they're still using 80s cell phones. It's one of my favorite things, seeing media that was written to take place in the future, but that was written in the past, because you essentially get a glimpse of what people thought the future would look like, and there's just some things like smartphones that they just never predict, or like stuff like, if you watch like the Alien movies, right? Like everything looks, you know, obviously they're like flying through space and got these like really cool like spaceships and technology, but every computer is like this fucking blocky bullshit. It's incredible. It has like the curved screen that's like horrible, you know?
It's what I love about the Fallout games. They do that aesthetic on purpose, and I think it's a really cool aesthetic. The mixture of future and past. It's a really cool juxtaposition. Hey, phone's ringing. My pocket's ringing. Wait, this is the phone from yesterday. Look, cell phone. So this is very interesting because it places, Wesley, that's his name, right? Yeah, it places Wesley at the Miratkis Clinic, which is kind of crazy. So, okay. The cell phone is beneath the car, but it is still functional, which means the car did not run over the cell phone. However, where the cell phone is, the car would have driven over the cell phone if it had arrived at the garage when the cell phone was already there, which means the cell phone must have been dropped before the car, after the car was already in the garage, right? We know that Phoenix got, let me see. When was it that Phoenix got hit by the car? Let me see. You have anything good? Attorney's badge, the map. Do we have the time frame for when Phoenix was hit by the car, by the way? Is that a thing we have access to, or no? Panties, practice clinic, cell phone. Autopsy report. No, I think the only thing we have for timing is the fact that Eldoon got home at 10. So that doesn't really tell us much about Miratkis. So let me think. So Miratkis, let me go back to the map so I can try to lay stuff out. So Miratkis is driving down the street, bumps into some paint cans that splatter on the Kentucky mansion, and hits Phoenix. He keeps driving all the way to his clinic, and at some point, cars and retrofuturism, like super sleek hovering cars, and actual futuristic cars are all goofy, bloated cars. I like the sleek cars. I hate, like, I think Teslas are ugly as fuck. And, hell, Teslas aren't futuristic at all. They're cheap as fuck. Like, have you actually felt like the plastic on the Teslas? My god. Like, though, I've never seen a car with more inflated price. Holy shit. Yeah. So Miratkis, sometime after hitting Wright, he parked his car in the clinic. So sometime after Wright got hit by the car, Wesley was in the clinic and dropped his phone there. What I'm trying to figure out is, did this happen before or after the murder? I mean, I suppose it would make more sense for it to happen before the murder, which would explain why he was so worried about it, because if he didn't have his phone during the time of the murder, he wouldn't have been able to call the police on it, and would have instead called from, you know, maybe a payphone or something, right? So that inclines me to believe that he dropped off the phone sometime before the murder took place. What that leads into question then is, what is his relationship with the victim, right? Something we need to look into. Someone dropped it beneath this tire. If the car moved, it would be crushed for sure. Wonder if it belongs to the doctor here. So strange, Mr. Stickler. Can you explain why your cell phone is sitting here in my assistant's hand?
Wait a minute! What is the meaning of this?
The cell phone was found yesterday in the Miratkis Clinic garage.
Miratkis? Why, that's where the victim lived!
Yeah,
But that's impossible! Oh, he's flipping through those pages! Like he has a reading deadline tomorrow! Got games on my phone? I don't really, like, play on my phone, but, like, I play, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. That's basically the only one I, like, play regularly. Your cell phone is here. How could you have called the police? Where? It's true. I didn't have my cell phone that night. That is why it can be said that I called the police from a public payphone.
A payphone? So you didn't call on your cell phone after all?
Just where was this payphone located, Mr. Stickler? Well, indicated with a startling high degree of accuracy. It was right around here.
That's quite a ways from the park!
Yeah, so there was definitely time when Wesley was not at the scene of the crime, and therefore anything could have happened there, and he would have not known about it.
But why did you lie?
Because he's a Weasley little liar, dude. He's still lying. He just watches too much fucking, like, crime dramas and wants to be, like, the deciding witness so bad, you know? There can only be one reason. He didn't want the court to know he had lost his cell phone. Because it was found in the victim's garage. What are you saying? Mr. Stickler, you broke into the Miraculous Clinic garage on the night of the murder. This cell phone tells all. Whoa! But that's ridiculous. That makes it sound like I snuck into this fellow's garage to commit some crime. As though I were trying to kill him.
Well, Dr. Miraculous was killed that night, so that seems to work out pretty well.
Well, yes, but no. This line of reasoning has to be against the rules. Yes, it's true. I lost my cell phone, but you can't prove that I lost it that night.
Well, Mr. Justice, if that cell phone was dropped the night of the murder, it does raise considerable suspicions as to a connection with the crime.
The pursuit theme is so fucking good. Now's your chance, Apollo. Connect Mr. Stickler to the crime. Oh, he's already connected enough. I just have to prove it. Well, do I have a piece of evidence that can do the job? Can I prove the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder? Yeah. I think so. The cell phone must have been dropped after the car arrived at the station, and we know for a fact that the car was out and about before before that night, which means it could only have happened after the car was already in there, which would have been the night of the murder. So yeah, we can prove it. Fucking bots! Motherfuckers! It's time to say goodbye, sisters! Of course I have evidence. Oh, I like your swagger, her forehead. Hit it.
The court will see this evidence, Mr. Justice. Hit it, as they say, the kids these days. How do you do, fellow kids?
The night. Evidence that proves the cell phone is dropped on the night of the murder is the mirror, right?
That's that side view mirror.
And so as it so happens, Dr. Max's car was in an accident that took place the night of the murder. An accident? An accident.
It happened a little after 9 p.m., just outside People Park, our murder scene. Dr. Maratka's car hit a pedestrian.
What are you trying to say?
In the absence of a mirror, it's clear that the car was parked after the accident, which means it was parked there at 9 p.m. on the night of the murder.
Okay, we got a time for the arrival. Cool.
If your cell phone had been dropped before the car was parked in the garage, then it would have been crushed. After all, it was lying on the ground, right under the wheel.
Oh! My God, his technique is impeccable. Look at it. He's just fucking like. He's not even flipping them. He's smacking the pages, and the recoil is causing them to flare up and land on the other side. Look at that. He's just like. It's so intense, his fucking, like, thing. It's like powering up. He's going Super Saiyan. Or Super Nerd. Go, Mr. Stickler. The only time you could have dropped this in the garage was after 9 p.m. the night of the murder in the park. What a great sound. Mr. Stickler, you know what this means. You did break into the victim's garage that night.
This is most unexpected, Mr. Justice. Are you naming the witness as a suspect in the murder of Pal Maratkis?
Judge be like,
Mr. Justice, I've been called such things as boomer and, in a very base maneuver, I called them cringe, as the young people would say. They were cringe and not base. It was not poggers, indeed.
No, stop! This is just too much! This can't be happening! Prosecutor, say something!
I suppose it's worth saying this. No connection has been found between Wesley Stickler and Pal Maratkis. That is, other than this.
I believe our next testimony will be most revelatory. Is the witness prepared?
Yes, Your Honor.
I know that face. That's the face of guilt!
Perceive!
Stickler's truth.
That night, yes, I went to the supermarket. I must have dropped my cell phone on my way back. And when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer, the victim, the stand, all as clear as day.
But it was night!
It was him! I saw the defendant at the scene!
Yes, but your cell phone was lying in the garage.
Oh yes, well, as you can see, my model of cell phone has a defect. It is given to rolling. It's quite a pain when I drop it alongside the road, you know?
Student! Get him expelled! Get him expelled! Actually, no! It makes sense. He's a physics student. He has to be. Because because the number one rule of all physics is you always assume that the object you are dealing with is a sphere with no friction and no air resistance. So, assuming a spherical phone, then yes, then it would roll down. So, from his perspective, this seems completely logical. This is your brain on physics, people.
Looks like a normal cell phone to me. In any case, Mr. Justice, the cross-examination, please.
That's funny. My bracelet didn't react at all during that testimony. His nervous habit must not be acting up. I didn't sense anything either, actually. Looks like you're on your own this time around.
Right, no problem. Poop.
Here comes justice!
Stickler's truth. That night I went to the supermarket. Must have dropped my cell phone on the way back. Yeah, so this is... he's panicking on that one. When I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer, the victim stand... Oh, it's clear as day. So we actually have two statements that have his, like, something similar that has him playing with the book.
Savage isn't acting up, which means he isn't lying.
He's kind of relying on our bracelet to get me through this one.
But he's pretty unsettled. The odds are really high that you can get something out of him.
That gleam in your eye. You're a gambler's daughter through and through.
I'm a magician, thank you very much!
Stop snitching on yourself, man. So yeah, now we have a bracelet button.
So, you went shopping, which means you were holding a grocery bag when you witnessed the murder taking place.
Keep in mind that Apollo had to submit all the evidence that he has had to the court to be legal, so Apollo literally had to drop 2 pairs of panties at some office and say, could I use this in court? I don't think so, because, like, evidence law hasn't been brought up in the entirety of Ace Attorney since, like, Rise from the Ashes. Like, that's the only time it's ever been even remotely relevant, right? Like, they just pull evidence out of their asses all the time. I don't know. I don't think the judge knows the law, to be honest with you. I don't think he cares.
You're holding a grocery bag when you witnessed the murder taking place.
Well, yes, of course. Incidentally, the prosecution has received no report of this domestic detail.
Mr. Stickler, can you explain yourself?
I like Clavier. He's like mostly just laying back and just reporting facts rather than just trying to argue on useless points. God damn! An actually good prosecutor? Holy fuck!
No, I mean, yes, I did go shopping, really. I walked around the supermarket, tried out the free samples. It's a deeply spiritual time for me.
I'm sure the store clerks would disagree.
You think sampling free food court? Do you think sampling free food counts as a religion?
There we go.
In any case, that night, I sampled to my heart's content. I was on my way back home, yes?
Of course, he just devours samples. Careful, Apollo. Stickler might make a bad YouTube apology and make him upset. Must have dropped my phone on the way back. Okay.
That's when he passed in front of the miraculous clinic.
Why, yes, that's correct.
That was a pretty suspicious pause there. Mr. Stickler, do you think you could be a bit more specific? Please show us the exact route you took on the night of the murder.
Of course. Edgeworth is punching the air in frustration.
But the supermarket is here, along the main road. On my way home from there, it takes me past the miraculous clinic. This is probably when I dropped my cell phone. Yet woe was I walked on unaware of my loss. And walked right into that fateful park.
Walking around the park, I happen to witness the crime.
Which entrance did you enter the park from? Well, to be exact, one might say I went in for the entrance closest to the miraculous clinic.
The same entrance our victim used.
Did you notice anything when you entered? Heel marks from a noodle stand, for instance? I have no recollection of such a thing, no. Yet though I might have missed the tracks, I cannot miss what happened next. I'm a keen observer of the obvious, you might say.
So the killer, the victim, the stand, all clear as day. Yeah, sure you did, buddy. Sure you did.
This part of the testimony is the key. You know it. Should I press him about the killer, the victim, or the noodle stand?
Looking at pulling it.
Let's ask about the noodle stand. Do you happen to remember the noodle stand?
Quite well, yes. A student of the sciences, keen observation, and healthy curiosity are vital. I remember everything. I could even read the sign.
Yes, that's what I was getting at. Please do. Because the sign is different on both sides of the noodle stand. So if he says Eldoon, we know he's on this side. If he says noodle, we know that he's on this side.
I believe it said, noodle. Yes, that was it. Remembering something quite well. Sure took you a while to tell us. And thank you for telling us that a noodle stand sells noodles. Very enlightening. Well, Mr. Justice.
About that sign, could that be important?
Well, it does imply the fact that he approached the scene of the crime from this angle, right? So let's try to picture this, right? He's approaching from this angle. There's a guy here. Oh my god! The victim was shot from the right, right? If he was able to see the noodle, he would be standing exactly where the killer should be. Oh, right! And his argument before as to... Oh, hold on, let me reset the thing because it's kind of getting off the axis. His argument before was that he was on this side of the noodle stand. His argument as to how to reconcile the fact that... Because... Okay. Let me remember this. So... According to his earlier testimony, which now is coming back to me, it's all coming back to me. He said the guy was pulling the stand and he got shot by Walkie, who's standing right in front of him. We disputed that because the guy was shot on the right temple, not straight forward, which means Walkie couldn't have shot him. He claimed, however, that when he saw what was going down, he shouted, which caused the victim to turn his head towards Wesley, which then turning the right side of his head towards Walkie, who then shot him in the right temple. The issue with that is for his version of events to work, he must be standing on the left side of the noodle stand, on the side that says Eldoon, because if he's standing on this side, then the victim will turn to the right. But if he saw the words noodle, that means he was standing on the other side, and if he did shout to the victim would have turned to the right and would have gotten shot in the left temple. Which means that completely invalidates his earlier testimony. And, yeah, this completely destroys his testimony. Holy shit, we did it! We fucking did it! We got it! I wonder how the Eldoon noodle thing was handled in the Japanese version. Yeah, that is interesting. I mean, it may legitimately have just been Eldoon and noodle, you know? Like, the vast majority of Japanese people know how to read English letters, right? I'm sure they know the word noodle. So, the sign on the noodle stand said noodle. It appears the defense has just obtained a vital piece of testimony.
Is this noodle stand's broth really that delicious? I have to go sample the wares one of these days.
I've heard it's really salty.
I think that's worth adding to the testimony as well.
Whatever sort of noodles that stand sells, it can't match up to IVU's cafeteria. Some apply to the school merely for a taste of our smart noodles.
I wouldn't mind a taste of that myself.
I even remember the stand or the victim was pulling. It's a noodle. It's him I saw the defendant at the scene. Are you absolutely sure it was the defendant? Stop asking me the same questions over and over! This isn't some kind of makeup test! What's a makeup test, Apollo? Nothing a good student like you has to worry about. Trying to find this weak spot and press it till he breaks. His habit isn't acting up. Okay, we've already seen. Cool.
Alright, let's press him. And press him hard. We got him right where we want him.
So, the sign says noodle. You were absolutely sure.
Let me be frank. Yes?
Okay. Hi, Frank. I'm Dad.
In fact, the word unsure isn't even in my dictionary. Nor the word uncertain or...
Wasting time looking that stuff up?
Noodle, eh? I like that. It tells you what you're getting. No nonsense.
Yeah, it tells me a lot more than that, actually. Why are you smiling like that, Apollo?
Alright, I think we present the noodle stand, right? Alright, let's hope this is it.
Objection!
Yes! And you're absolutely sure that sign read noodle.
I heard El Dude himself was really salty because his stand was stolen. Eh. Why, just last week, my professor offered me this praise. At least you have good eyesight, Stickler. I'll give you that.
Oh no! That's not praise.
It read, without a doubt, noodle.
I see.
What are you looking at me like that? Is that pity I see in your eyes?
Let's take a look at our map, shall we? So, you're claiming that when you saw the sign, you were standing... here, was it? Although it would have been a bit hard to read the sign from the spot.
You think so?
Mr. Stickler, I'd like you to please take another look at the stand. Carefully read what the sign says. See? The sign actually states the name of the stand's owner.
Oh,
El Dunes.
Inconceivable! I'm certain it was definitely noodles. Oh, for sure. Oh, positive.
I'm afraid your professor was wrong about your eyesight.
I wouldn't be so quick to jump to that conclusion. He doesn't have bad eyesight. He's just a bad liar.
The sight he saw changes everything. They weren't in the trees. They were the trees. This changes everything.
Witness says the sign said noodle, and he saw it right. What would you say if I told you there is one spot from which this sign would be read the way Mr. Stickler claims?
What?
Mr. Justice, show us this spot.
The witness actually viewed the stand from this spot. The witness was standing here, on the opposite side.
How do you know that?
Viewed from the south, the sign on the stand reads El Dunes, as we know. However, observe the other side of the stand.
Whoa! This sign says noodle.
Exactly. The name of the stand is split between the front and back signs. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court. You witnessed the crime from the northern side of the park, not the south.
Yeah, it got me. So what?
So what?
What does it matter if you saw a killing from the north or the south side? It makes no difference at all. He's right. We'll travel far enough to the south, and you will end up going north.
No? Because then you would not be traveling south. Yeah, sure, if you travel far enough south, you will eventually reach the North Pole. However, right, it's not like you'll walk past it and then start going north. Like, if you're only going south, you'll stop at the South Pole, and that'll be that. Since when does the court own 3D objects? Since the Rise from the Ashes case, in fact. Viewed on a global scale, directions are utterly without meaning. Actually, maybe he's right. What is the change? Well, not really. If we're talking about Euclidean geometry, then directions are absolutely meaningful. The only issue is that our world, being a sphere, is a non-Euclidean space, right? It's a non-Euclidean plane, which is why you loop around it if you go in a certain direction. But the thing is, in a small enough area, the world is so big that it can be approximated as a Euclidean space. Which means that for the purpose of the park, we can treat the ground of the park as a Euclidean plane, and therefore no, north and south are not the same thing. I'm better at physics than you. Actually, maybe he's right. What does it change? See, this everything, Apollo. Wow, Trucy's actually better at this than Apollo is. My god. Such a step up from Maya. Like, Trucy's straight up carrying. My god. Trucy. Remember his testimony from before? Though, to be honest, I'm a little scared of where this is leading. Oh, this is advanced. Why does Miraculous have a giant... No, they did not add his nose. This man got done dirty. They added his massive nose to the model. Incredible. The killer and the victim are facing each other. And at the moment the killer raised his weapon, Mr. Stickler shouts. Oh no, they all have noses. Okay, he didn't get done dirty. Cool. This seems like a really weird detail to just... The only feature they have are noses, and that's it. They don't even have hands. At which point, the victim turned his head to look, and the killer fires his pistol. Into the right temple? So the bullet hit him in the right temple. Right. No contradictions, right? Right. Mr. Stickler was standing on the north side of the park. That reverses the whole scenario. I think you're overthinking it just a little, especially about something that Stickler said. Oh no, if he wants to try to use geometry to get out of this one, I'm not letting him, because I'm better at it than he is, clearly. Completely. If Mr. Stickler shouts from where he is now, the victim looks in this direction. Bang! They're playing super hot. The bullet would have hit his left temple. Huh. Ah! In other words, someone standing at point K couldn't shoot the victim in his right temple. It's impossible.
That's right.
So now we know that Mr. Stickler was standing on the northern side. The wound location takes an entirely different meaning. Indeed. You are absolutely correct, Pauline. Pauline? Great. Alright, I'm looking up the pronunciation of that word because it's bugging me. Hold on. Fräulein. Okay. Fräulein. Got it. Let's try that again.
What meeting?
The entry wound on the right side of the victim was on the right side of the victim's head, correct? Well, the right side of the victim's head is north.
north. Which direction is that again, bailiff? Oh, but that's where the witness Wesley Stickler was standing.
Correct. So if he was standing on the north, then the only person here who could have shot the victim in the right temple was Mr. Stickler himself.
Yeah. Jesus, just do my entire job for me, Trucy, why don't you?
Order, order, order.
Wow. The apple didn't fall far from the tree. She's flipped this whole case on its head while I was still figuring it out. I mean, it does make... Oh, that's new. Smacking the wall behind him. Why is he so cool?
If they ever make a live-action adaptation, Clavier needs to be played by Chris Pratt.
He's so cool.
I mean, it makes sense for Trucy to work this out because the entire thing is about perspective and how that changes everything. And like, perspective is one of the biggest things that a magician works with on a day-to-day basis. By using perspective, they hide stuff from the audience, you know? Damn, Stickler, you're so guilty the pursuit team played twice. Don't do him like that. Clarify 1 point for me if you would, forehead.
What now?
Are you truly accusing this college student of murder?
Well, I can't say he exactly looks innocent. But something still doesn't feel right.
Only makes his best Mario impression. It's me, a Mario. I love that video of him doing the fucking line. You know what? I wasn't even that disappointed when I heard the Mario cast, you know? Like, I thought, you know, there's some good stuff in there, like Jack Black as Bowser and Charlie Day as Luigi is gonna be legendary. You know what? The one thing that disappointed me about the Mario movie is that it isn't live action. I think that movie would be, if it was live action with that cast, it would be one of the greatest movies of all time. Just imagine Keegan-Michael, Keegan, right? Playing Toad, towering over everyone else. It would be so funny. Plus, I think Charlie Day could play Luigi in live action so much better than he could doing the voice, you know?
I just can't picture him as the real killer.
No, please, looks aside, I really am a nice guy. Oh, my friends say so.
Let's hear what the defense has to say.
What are we gonna do now, Justice? Did I really accuse Mr. Stickler?
Accused of murder, accused of another crime, no accusation. Could he be the Panty thief? It's possible. It would explain why he wound up in the Miraculous Clinic, right? He broke out, he stole Trucy's panties, then she chased him, and he hid in the clinic to get away from her, and that's why he dropped his phone? It would explain everything, right? It would explain the panties going missing, how that factors into everything, and it would explain why he was at the Miraculous Clinic, maybe? Not sure, though. I just, like, I don't think we have anything that we can use to accuse him of the crime, you know? The internet memed the crap out of that cast. Even if the movie is a train wreck or amazing, the movie will still be a masterpiece. It'll be a goldmine of memes, but just imagine it in live action. That would be so good. Ernie's badge. I don't think we can accuse him of murder. That seems too far-fetched. But I think...
Maybe we can accuse him of panty stealing? I just don't, not sure where that gets us, you know? My gut instinct is telling me accuse him of stealing panties, but I just don't know how that helps us. But I'm gonna go with it, just because that's what my gut is telling me. I think Wesley Stickler's a killer. He's not innocent either. His unusual silence tells me that much. Mr. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell us why, now. Oh, the word confession isn't in my dictionary. Her forehead. I'm afraid it falls to you to elucidate her stickler's silence.
Mr. Justice, you did say you were accusing the witness just now for a crime other than murder. Your reason? The court's all ears.
I know he's guilty of something. What crime other than murder is there? Do I have evidence that shows his involvement in some other crime?
Your evidence. The court's all eyes, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence that points to this witness's involvement in a crime.
I'm gonna go with the panties. I'm gonna go with the panties. Is he the panty thief? Is he a freak of nature? It's possible. The evidence is this.
What is that? Women's underwear! Apollo Justice! I thought you were better than this!
Oh, now it's getting interesting.
Hey, those are mine.
Is he gonna freak out? What's he looking for in that dictionary of his?
Don't look at me like that!
Yeah, there we go. It's one of those classic Ace Attorneys pause of calm before they just freak out. Yeah.
Order, order, order! Mr. Stickler. Well, I can't say this comes as a shock.
It's not what I seem by Pythagoras' theorem.
The night of the murder, just past 9 p.m., a young girl catches a panty snatcher red-handed. Bravely, she gives chase, but the snatcher flees and hides himself in no other place than the Miraculous Clinic garage.
Aha!
Incidentally, these panties were found in the exhaust pipe of the car there. Presumably, he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime.
The pursuit theme keeps playing.
Ergo, while you may not be a murderer, you are guilty of panty snatching in the first degree!
No! Please hear me out. That's not what it looks like.
Order, order, order! Mr. Stickler, you should be ashamed.
It's not what it seems.
Oh, are we to understand that you are silent not because you were guilty of murder, but because you lacked the courage to admit your theft of this girl's undergarments?
Perhaps you are not aware that on my school's name is originally written IV? I stands for intelligent, V stands for valiant, see? Oh, put this man on a list. He's a deviant. He committing acts of sexual deviancy. I need somebody to make an edit of Stickler, but every time he finishes a sentence, the pursuit theme plays and he freaks out.
Your point?
I'm not done.
Now, I'm a major in the science department. And what does science teach if not curiosity? Yes, we of IVU science department are very curious. No challenge is too daunting, and what greater challenge to science than... Come on, you're talking about a girl's panties here. No, you do not understand. The mystery is the unknown, and the unknown is unacceptable. My friends, when it comes to mysteries, those panties are the promised land! No! Oh, he's an incel! I mean, I should have guessed, but him being an incel makes this so good! He's on multiple lists. From the moment I laid my eyes on them, I was compelled to investigate for science! Discovery requires experimentation. Bonus points if you know where that quote's from. A full-size car tire was only the first mystery those panties revealed. A tire? Yes, I saw her do it. She pulled a tire out of those panties. But that's not all. First there was a tire, then a stew pot, and a frozen chicken. One mystery after another. It was magic. He was fascinated by the magic tricks? Man, Ivy University seems like a pretty crappy place. I mean, it spawned Dahlia and a panty thief. No, I mean, it also spawned Phoenix Wright, and he's doing pretty good for himself, you know? Oh, I remember now. He's one of the regulars in the audience at Wonder Bar. So he saw her acts at Wonder Bar, so then he stalked her to get a look at her magical panties. I do not... We're in the middle of a murder trial here, people. Holy shit! It's actually incredible that he didn't recognize, the wooden doll that Truzy used to kidnap herself, considering it's like a regular part of her act, but... He's a neckbeard of the making. He only needs to tip his hat. He tips his fucking, his book. Milady? Huh? He's talking about my magic panties trick. I don't understand. A broom from a pair of panties. It mocks the very laws of physics. Broom and a frozen chicken? Trucy. Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits?
Mr. Stickler, you stole this girl's panties to understand a magic trick?
You say panties, but they're so much more than that. For me, they're an object of serious study.
I wonder. There's been a recent rash of panty snatchings in the area. Were they all you?
I am sorry, but I did it for science. No. Oh, this man is dead. Remember, viewers, that one of the people he stole panties from was fuck, what was her name? Plum, yeah. Plum Kitaki. So it's quite likely that she's here watching this trial right now. And now she knows that you stole her panties. This man is dead. This man is going to get tortured and killed. Each time I spied on a pair of panties zipping through, maybe this would be the pair that would elucidate my mysteries. Even that night that she chased me through the streets, I swept tears of joy. Perhaps this is the night that I will seize the truth and lies that is impossible. Yet woe was I for once again this lazy, hard-patterned truth that wasn't escaping me and said...
Still, this leaves one thing unexplained.
Ah, you refer to our witness's other lie, yes? The witness claimed he saw the crime from the south, but it was in fact in the north.
Indeed. Would anyone care to explain why he lied about that?
Be my guest, her forehead.
Hey,
Did I not hear you correctly? Did you not say you do not accuse the witness of murder? Why then did the witness lie about the location at the time of the shooting?
okay, well, I'm glad the panties has panned out as I thought it would. Let's see how this goes on though. How we can use this for our case though.
Well, have you no idea?
Apollo, there's something about the way the diagram is arranged right now. When you think about it, right near where Mr. Stickler was standing, isn't there
The tree. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Justice, what say you? Do you have any evidence to show why the witness lied about his location?
or maybe not? Oh, did he was he throwing away the panties? Evidence that shows why he lied is this.
What? More panties? What the hell is this? You're making a mockery of my court.
My guy treating panty stealing. He's trying to cure cancer. Do you know the meme that's like Japanese man chases car while screaming sex at the top of his lungs? That is that is fucking that is him. I'm sex! Panties! I must have panties even if it kills me! Stop! Stop, Wesley! You will die! Your body can't take much more! No! No! I will have panties even if I have to die!
These are the last honest.
These were found in the trash can at the park. Looking at the diagram, we can see that the trash can was right next to where the the witness stood.
Alas, I am a failure as a scientist. I can't unravel the mysteries of the universe. I can't even unravel a pair of panties.
You know, you can just buy them at a store, right? You don't have to steal them.
The thing is, I don't know if Stickler's telling the truth or bullshitting. That's the bad part.
I imagine it's a mixture of both, right?
So, those panties are your handiwork as well.
Plum Kentucky in the audience loading up a fucking shotgun, you know? Like, I feel like he's probably just an incel who, like, worships panties. But then, when he saw, Trucy pull that, you know, all that shit of her panties, he was mystified, right? Like, it just catapulted his obsession to another level. That seems like the most logical thing to me.
At night, I had been chased, hounded into the Miraculous Clinic garage. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my prize. Don't you see how I felt?
Believe me, I'd rather not.
I hid in the garage for a short while, then abandoning the panties I made for home. To avoid the office where the girl works, I went towards the south entrance. When I saw them hanging there on the clothesline by a giant mansion.
You give me that.
A giant pair of panties.
Apparently he didn't know those belonged to the mob.
I had them safe in my pocket, ready to take home, when I stumbled upon a murder.
The murder of Dr. Maracus.
I reported what I'd seen,
But as I waited for the police to arrive, I got scared. What if they had searched me? That's when you disposed of the bloomers. Yes, it was a severe blow to the progress of science, but one that had to be borne.
A fascinating, if quite disturbing tale.
My god, this case is incredible. I'm loving Apollo Justice so far. Like, the cases are so good. This is definitely on track to be the best Ace Attorney game. So, out of the 4 we've played so far.
I believe this brings today's proceedings to a close.
Only an hour 30, that was fast.
And I'm more than pleased to dismiss the witness for the remainder of the trial.
Hold on, I need to check something real quick. Let me see. Okay. Oh, shit. Got my chat over there. Okay, let's see.
And I'm more than pleased to dismiss the witness for the remainder of the trial.
One last thing, if I might.
Yes, Prosecutor Gavin.
Regardless of where we ended today, some vital points were made. Namely, that the defendant, Waki Kitaki, was at the scene of the crime. Imagine the movies and books that would be made after your story about stealing the mob's underwear and surviving it. Yeah! Namely, the defendant, Waki Kitaki, was at the scene of the crime. And he was pointing a weapon at the victim. One more thing. Waki Kitaki has a clear motive.
Indeed, the defendant, Waki Kitaki, is still the prime suspect in this case. The only suspect, in fact, assuming there was no one else at the scene of the crime. Yet a mystery remains. The location of the wound in the victim's right temple has yet to be explained. The court requests further investigation from both the defense and the prosecution.
Job, baby. Now he's flirting with the judge. No problem.
Very well, this brings the trial for the day to a close. Court is adjourned.
Very nice. Stickler's the type of guy to refer to women and females on Reddit. Yep. He's subbed to r/brain cells. All right, cool. Let's head into the investigation. June 16, 2:23 p.m. Right Anything Agency. What a train wreck that was. Glad we made it out of that trial alive.
Really? I had fun. And Waki made it through the day too.
Everyone was too obsessed with panties to bother with the real case.
But it was good publicity. Imagine the crowd at my show tonight. You should come, Polly.
Yeah.
The amazing Mr. Hat will be making an appearance. Hi, folks. I'll be here all week.
That's about enough of him.
Hello. Ah, Miss Tiala.
Our client.
Thank you for today's trial. Thank you for today. The trial went well.
Oh, right. No problem.
You think Waki will be okay?
Well, he's not guilty. Yet.
Please, you have to help him. We're supposed to get married next month.
Oh, congratulations. God, way to put the pressure on a guy. It's fine. It's not like this is a real court case that could last for several months. This is the Ace Attorney Japanifornia world, where all court cases are resolved in 3 days' time, no less. I mean, no more, no less.
Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
This game came out in 2007. How well known were incels back then? I don't know. I was like 5 years old. I mean, obviously nowhere near as well known as nowadays, but I assume like the movement was probably starting out back then, but I'm not sure. Because I know like MGTOW, which is heavily connected to the incel stuff, MGTOW didn't really start until like the 2010s with like the anti-SJW YouTube days, right? I don't think so. Alright, well, let's get into the investigation. You sure about marrying into the Kentucky family?
I'm fine with it, and I love Waki with all my heart. Oh, that's so sweet.
So, it doesn't bother you that you'll be married to the mob?
I don't think so. My parents were against it, of course.
Hey,
Where did you and Waki first meet anyways?
good question. Oh, it turns out she's the fucking murderer?
Miss Tiala doesn't look like the type to have gangster connections. Oh, we met at my old job, actually.
Ah,
Office romance.
she's not very forthcoming with information about herself, is she?
Did you know that the boss is trying to get out of the business?
Really? Mr. Kentucky wants to quit being a gangster?
He's trying to transfer his assets into a normal company. He's only announced it recently, out of the blue. I hear that's quite a lot of confusion in the ranks.
I wonder if that explains the apron. Maybe. I think it's adorable. I can't imagine Waki going along with all that.
He's highly motivated, isn't he?
That's not the word I would have used. He's a brat.
He said, I'll be the next big boss and keep the family alive.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC. She doesn't like to talk about herself, Apollo. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of important. We're in the middle of a murder trial that will determine the life of her fiance. Information is money here.
I think he's at that age when boys want to make a mark on the world.
That's not the way I would have put it.
His father moves in a lot of circles. He's really focused on profits. The Kentucky family has been making a killing recently.
Again, not the way I would have put it. Oh no, they are making a killing in one way or another.
But Waki says it's not about the money. They have a gangster tradition too. It's not always about the money, Apollo. It's about the Mets, baby. Go, let's go Mets. Love the Mets, baby. Let's go Mets. All about the Mets, baby. Love the Mets.
It's not always about the money, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets. Let's go, baby. Love the Mets. Love the Mets. Let's go Mets, baby. Love the Mets. Let's go Mets.
It's such a good fucking meme.
Ooh, a generation gap. They've got the ever-classic, what about the family business going on?
Usually it's the father worried about the tradition. I mean, it's a nice twist on that whole thing. Can I ask you a question about Waki? I understand that he was operated on by the victim, Dr. Miraculous.
Apparently, yes.
I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my op, something bad. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye. So I gotta go in, get another dog to patch me up again.
Yes, it sounded horrible. Waki's always been fond of fighting, I'm afraid.
I'm not sure it qualifies as fighting when pistols are involved.
Sir Gavin was saying his life might be in danger, wasn't he? No, that can't be right. I'm sure he was just trying to scare us.
Scary to think that a surgeon might make a mistake. But it's even scarier when he tries to hide it. I mean, he does work for the snake. The Liquid Snake's voice. God, I haven't played MGS1 in so long. I don't even remember what Liquid's voice is.
I'd like to know a little more about this operation.
Like, I think the last one I played was Snake Eater? I ever told you that your vocal range is pretty amazing? Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I've heard that before. I don't think you specifically have said that.
I'd like to know a little more about this operation. Maybe it's time to pay the Miraculous Clinic a visit. I should be going home now. Rocky's in your hands, Mr. Justice.
Right. Leave it to me. Leave it to Justice.
Apollo, I think you're only making her more nervous. Sorry, I'm new at this, okay? It's alright. I believe in you.
Okay, I think I'm actually gonna take a little bit of a break here since we're at the like halfway mark for the stream, I think, since we usually go like 3 or 4 hours. So I'm kind of feeling a bit lightheaded from doing, because court sections take a lot out of me because there's a lot of you know, voices. So I think I'm gonna go, I need a drink. I need something with caffeine and sugar, so I'm gonna go get myself like probably a Mountain Dew. That should be good. But I don't have any in my fridge right now, so I'm gonna need to go get one I need to go to the vending machine to get one. So we're gonna be using this time to take about like a 15-minute break. That seems reasonable. So right now we are at the hour and 40-minute mark. We'll be back at the hour and 55-minute mark. So if you're watching the VOD, you can just skip forward to them. But yeah, I'll be right back. I guess we'll just leave this background music playing, right? Alright, I'm back, but I said 155, so I'll wait until 155, you know, for the sake of anyone who decided to skip forward on YouTube video. So we have a little bit of time to ourselves. I guess I'll just oh, that just cracked like every vertebra. That felt good. My god. Yeah, let's see. Chat again. Dealing with Stickler is exhausting. The only chat message. I mean, not really. I enjoy having you know, getting to do British voice you know, every once in a while. Like it's a fun accent to do, you know? Like, I've done an entire musical in a British accent. 2 technically. I think I can handle, you know, one little cross-examination, you know? Like I did back in high school, I did Jekyll and Hyde and Matilda, both of which British. I mean, for Matilda, I just improvised the accent on the spot because, like, the character, Harry Wormwood, he's a fucking idiot, and, like, giving him a really bad accent just makes him sound funnier. Like, fuck, what was the line? Oh, fuck, I'm forgetting what the line is. God damn it.
So, Kelly, if you bother to take a look, is the equivalent of, like, lots of books.
You know, it just makes him sound dumber and it makes it funnier. But, like, for Jekyll and Hyde, which is not a fucking comedy, right? It's a drama. I had to, like, actually, like, go through my lines and, like, the songs that I sang, like, try to get, like, the accent down really well so that it didn't, you know, sound stupid when, you know, we were delivering it at, like, actual, like a sad or, like, dramatic scene, you know? So having to, like, learn to do a proper British accent for that, for Jekyll and Hyde was fucking... It was really cool, right? But of course, it's a lot easier to just fucking, you know, just improvise it on the spot like this, you know? I mean, it's not gonna be very good, but it's British. You can tell that it's British. It's fucking shite, and anyone will tell you it's shite. I mean, this is kind of more Irish, I guess, but you know what? Fuck it, I'll do Irish, I guess. Hey, how's it going, Firewall? Do I remember any of the music from Jekyll and Hyde, like the songs that I had to sing? I remember one of them vaguely. I mean, I guess I'll give it a shot, even though I don't remember what the notes were. So this is probably gonna be a bit bad. This is probably gonna be a bit bad, but let's see. The bishop speaks for all of us when he says you're playing God. There's such a thing as ethics, over which you ride roughshod. You're doctor, not a savior, Dr. Jacker for a start. But it seems from your behavior, you can't tell the two apart. I think that's how the notes went. I don't remember, though. Just stop bottom game out, you're gonna be fine. I mean, yeah, for fucking safe, fucking shite, mate. If I'm just doing a fucking British accent for this shit, I'm just gonna do fucking this. But fucking speed is a lot, mate. What I'm do is pretty good. All right, let's get back into the game. I've dilly-dallied enough. We're already past the hour and 55 mark. Let's go. Yeah. Do we have anything new in the court record, by the way? Not really, no. Do we have the fact that these were stolen? No, we don't have that added to the court. I don't know, we'll see. Oh yeah, we have stolen by Wesley Stickler. That is in the court record. So this is likely going to come in useful. So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's anything new to investigate. There's a plastic spaghetti, like some restaurants put on display. Where'd you get this anyways? It's a birthday present from Daddy. I'm so happy. You don't know how long I wanted one of these. I fell asleep with it, cradled in my arms, and the spaghetti bent. Not to note, what she really wants for her next birthday is a bowl of plastic food. Already thinking that far ahead of Bob? An old sepia-tone photograph of a man in a silk. This outfit looks a lot like Trucy's, come to think of it.
Aren't those clothes the best? I had mine made to match. If you're gonna be a magician, you gotta look the part.
Trucy is big on appearances, I've found. Yeah. Pretty much all throughout high school I did theater. I mean, I've done a little bit ever since I started college, but not nearly as much. I haven't had the time to dedicate to like a full-on theater show, you know, like the time that I had back in high school. I just don't have it anymore.
All sorts of strange paraphernalia sitting on the top of the piano.
Seems a shame to have all these props and not do the trick or two. Especially now that I stream on like a semi-regular basis. Yeah, no.
You asked for it.
Hey, Mr. Rogers, was it? Waka waka?
Justice, Mr. Hat. Apologistus.
Just is? Apologist is what? But that's what I want to know.
Oh, you're hopeless.
Please make it stop.
Just let me know if you ever want to visit for Mr. Hat. Any other trick but that one, please. Where the fuck does she keep him hidden?
Yeah, so the reason why actually I started this channel, well, kind of. The channel technically started a long time before the Ace Attorney show. I would say like the channel as it is right now started when I did the first Ace Attorney game, when I started that. But I guess the channel as a physical entity started sometime earlier, a few months before then, when I tried playing Halo Reach on it. That was horrible. Never doing that again. But I think the channel, in its current form was really born when I decided to play the first Ace Attorney game, right? And I think like one of the reasons why I chose is because it was right when COVID started, and well, the show that we were doing, Matilda, literally got cut off in the middle of its production. In the middle of its run, we literally only got to perform once because everything shut down because of COVID, like overnight. And I guess I was just craving, you know, the ability to just act and do that kind of stuff, you know, even though that everything was shut down. So that's why I started, you know, playing Ace Attorney and like doing all the voices for the characters.
These boxes frighten me. I bet I'm the first magician to figure out these make great shelves.
He does seem to be putting them to good use. But if you ever want to put it back together, you have to take everything off.
Don't worry, I'll clean it up soon. And then we'll try cutting you up.
Thanks, but I'll pass. Oh, that was a lot of air going down. My God. I just swallowed like a handful of air. Ooh. Oh, that does not feel good. Nope, that'll be coming up soon, I assume. A hot water pot sits on the magic table. What is the stand for this table? Why is the stand for this table so flimsy looking?
Maybe it looks better that way?
I was hoping for a more professional explanation.
Well, maybe to show that there's no tricks involved? Not bad. I still think it just looks better that way.
Sure. It's Charlie, mouse plant. They've had it for years, apparently. It's outlived right in this office.
That's Mr. Charlie to you. He's been here longer after all.
Right, sorry. I wonder if in the Japanese it was Charlie senpai. I wonder. Or if it was just Charlie-san, because Charlie senpai I think would be funnier. And it would make more sense with that line. But it's not really like a good translation name. Honorifics.
Sorry, Mr. Charlie. He was raised by a tribe of heathens. He's saying something to the plant as she waters it. Mr. Charlie forgives you. This time. Is there anything else that might please his high leafiness?
Great. Apollo and Trucy do have some really good chemistry. Really good. I'm really fucking liking Trucy and Apollo in this. And the mysteries are really good too.
Some magic books are mixed in with the law books here. Magic books all look well used, but the law books are just gathering dust.
Right, you seem to forget that Phoenix Wright has never read a law book in his life. Man did not know the first 2 rules of evidence law. And had been a lawyer for like over a year.
I feel kind of sorry for them. Maybe I'll read some next time I'm around.
Apollo seems to just be better than Wright in like every single way. My god. Filled clinic. Let us leaf out of here. Oh, Phoenix is not here. Intriguing. There is some grape juice.
Bottle of Mr. Wright's favorite brand of grape juice.
I haven't been able to touch this stuff since the first case.
A problem for Mr. Wright, apparently.
It's just another murder for him. I mean, he's had so many. He's also been watching the Samurai.
Mr. Wright's bed. Very messy. Trucy must clean up after him at home.
Oh, do we not get to see what he's watching? Just Steel Samurai?
Maybe he's being left on, Looks like Steel Samurai is in a spot of trouble. I'm sure he'll come back to win in the end. Mr. Wright likes those kinds of stories.
Well, yeah, I guess you could call it, what's the word? A turnabout? Okay, let's go back to the... Interesting there's no music here. Let's see. Kitaki, Eldoon. Let's head to the detention center first and see if we can talk to, Walkie.
June 16, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Looks like Walkie's out for questioning.
I really need to talk to him. I guess he'll come back later.
Excuse me?
Yes?
The other suspect is all through with questioning, sir.
Other? Ah, you mean the Panty Snatcher. Wesley Stickler.
Oh, they arrested him too. I would hope so.
Alright, let's have a little chat with Mr. Stickler.
I hope I don't regret this.
He is a valuable witness. He is a bit precious, I'll give him that.
He's binge watching the Steel Samurai. Yeah, Edgeworth is like the best fucking boyfriend. Like, as he heard Wright was in the hospital, so he immediately mailed him his like entire collection of Steel Samurai, the Pink Princess, even vintage shows like the Singing Samurai, you know? To keep him busy while he was recovering. Please keep this brief, if you would. I'm quite busy. I need to finish this paper. Oh, it's you! Sorry, Stickler. This is 2025. This is, the game might not know it, but, we're in the era of Me Too now, and, well, Panty Snatchers like you aren't welcome around these parts no more. You're getting fucking expelled, so, you know, you can chill out. You don't need to finish that paper. You won't be able to turn it in anyways.
Mr. Stickler, I'd like to have a few words with you.
Very well, as long as they're few.
Nothing would make me happier, believe me.
Okay, let's see.
Mr. Stickler, on the night of the murder.
Wait, I can't help but feel I'm being misunderstood.
How exactly?
Yes, that night I obtained a pair of panties, it is true. However, it was my burning curiosity that drove me to do it, nothing more.
You wanted to know the trick to my panties, right?
You're here too? Oh, Grace Trucy, teach me! Oh my god.
Huh? I must know the secret of the panties. My very existence hangs in the balance.
Oh, I love this guy. He's great. Extra Steel Samurai fanfic. Yeah. And of course, Wright loves every chapter. He reads that over and over again.
Please, make me your apprentice. Follow, help.
I don't know. I think you make a great, lovely assistant.
Don't say that, Apollo.
Oh, they got a new security guy? I guess the other one collapsed from standing up 3 games in a row with no break. Gets graduated as well. Yeah, and this guy looks a lot more, like, athletic and buff than the previous one. They probably just fired him for getting fat. Can you relate to what you saw on the night of the murder? Could you relate what you saw the night of the murder to us one more time? Why not? Though it hardly differs from the testimony I gave in court. The defendant was there in the park that night. Of this, I'm quite certain. He was pointing a pistol, or something like that, at the victim. Something like that. Well, that's helpful, isn't it? That's when I shouted, "Stop, you two! Let's resolve this like gentlemen!" And the next moment, a shot was fired. And this is all true, really? My panties are gone. My innermost heart revealed. What further reason could I possibly have to lie? Look, man. I know this hurts. It was meant to. Your secret's out, and the best part is, it's not even a good one. I can't even think of anything he'd want to hide more than panty snatching. True. Luckily, now that in Japan you can find vending machines that sell out panties, right? Like, yeah, my man literally just can just go and buy panties. Like, it's not hard. He doesn't need to steal them. My man is getting expelled from his university. This is California? Sheesh! He's gone. They've probably already expelled him and haven't even told him yet.
Sounds like Waki was at the scene of the crime after all.
Oh, I wish it weren't so. Oh god. Why do I keep taking such big gulps and carrying forward like more air than dew into my fucking stomach? Oh, I feel so bloated now. Oh yeah, he's gonna get canceled on Twitter. Alright, I guess we're done talking. We can present some stuff. Let's see. Fine. Ignore my evidence. See if I care. I wonder what he's thinking. A second thought, let's go there. Alright, let's see. What can we get out of him? That's about the panties.
That's it! The mystery! The unanswered riddle!
Actually, they're just a normal pair of panties.
What? How is that possible?
It just takes practice, that's all.
You must teach me! You must! To think if I could produce a pencil, an eraser, a textbook, and a lunch! All from a pair of panties! My life would be complete!
You want to make some stuff appear out of panties? How about you make some bitches appear on your dick? He's serious, isn't he? Did the Mountain Dew go the other way? No, it's not the Mountain Dew that went the wrong way. It was the air that went the wrong way. Like, you know when you're chugging something really hard and, like, you literally just swallow a bunch of air? Yeah, that's what happened. So, like, I can feel the air filling up my stomach and bloating me. It's horrible. Let's talk about the cell phone. Fine, ignore my evidence. See if I can fuck. Of course, it's even worse when I hiccup in the middle of drinking. What else? Yeah, can you recognize the pistol? No? Guess not. Okay. Declan, nobody wants to see you shove your hands in your pants and pull out a full course meal. 0 bitches. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think there's... Oh, no. I did not mean to do. Okay, I guess we're just, I guess we're done with Stickler for now. Head out. He does at least claim to have seen, the defendant and, the victim, and that the defendant was holding something resembling a gun, so that is important information. June 16, El Dune's house. No!
Hey, it's Mr. Eldoon! Oh, Mr. Eldoon! What's wrong?
So, you found my stand? That's why I'm here. To thank you. But now it's a crime scene and they won't let me have it back!
Well, I did find it. Your request did not involve anything regarding turning it into a crime scene.
That's also why I'm here. I've got no other place to go.
Ah, I see.
How can a noodle stand be a crime scene? That's what I don't get, Trucidol. Even in death, he's after my neck, I tell you. Ha! Can't even cook it on his noodle.
I love him so much. He's just a Boondocks character.
He? Even in death? You mean the victim? Dr. Miraculous?
I tell you, it's enough to drive a man to make his soup even saltier.
Remind me to never eat his noodles when he's in a bad mood.
Noodle stand.
The stand. For generations it served up the very best noodles us Eldoons could make. A tradition.
There we go. There we go. All the air that I had drunk just came right out. I'm sorry about that, but now I feel so much better. My God.
A tradition of noodles and salted broth. That's more than a stand, it's a history, I tell ya.
But watch what you say or it might become true. That's a great story, Mr. Eldoon. A single stand passed down from generation to generation.
Of course, to be honest, I don't plan on doing it.
That's right. You said something about that. About you rebelling against your pops, was it?
Good memory, Trucidol.
Oh yeah, it was just like the most intense burp I've had in my life.
Hey, I was a go-getter back in my day. Until my friend next door butted in. In the end, I was left with nothing but this dusty old stand to earn my fortune.
Mr. Eldoon, I don't mean to pry. What exactly did you do before you became a chef?
That old noodle's lie, that's what I say.
I'm starting to get an idea of what he did anyways.
He stole my dreams and left me with nothing but noodles.
Was he a doctor? And that's where the rivalry between him and Miraculous comes from?
Now, I don't even have that.
Mr. Eldoon, if I may ask, what exactly happened between you and the Miraculous clinic? I couldn't help but sense enmity there.
Enmity? I hate him! Hate it. Him acting like he smells roses when he's rolling in mud.
Excuse me?
He's the only doctor at that clinic, you know? Pretty impressive. I'll tell you the secret of his success. The mob.
You mean the Kentucky family?
Yeah, they're always having one of them turf wars and whatnot. Always an injury or two that needs fixing. Ratchet saw a chance of some business.
Hold up. Winifred was planning to get out of the business, right? If he got out of the business, right, Miraculous would lose his source of income because Miraculous makes his money by patching up the mob when they come back from turf wars and the such. But if Winfred goes clean and the mob is no longer out and about killing each other, then Miraculous has no income. Giving Miraculous a reason, giving Miraculous a motive to possibly get revenge on Winfred for some reason? Maybe he was planning to come forward and expose the mob, and Winfred had to silence him? Huh. Because yeah, if Winfred got out of the business, that would put Miraculous out of business, you know? Huh. Imagine the roast on El Dude if this game was 18 plus.
Always an injury or two that needs fixing. Miraculous saw it as a chance for some business. So he started giving the Kentucky family a good deal.
Deal?
Every fifth operation was free. He stole the idea from my pops. One freight bowl of noodles a week, he used to say.
Can a doctor just decide to do that? What about insurance companies?
Oh, no doubt it's illegal. But I got him good. But I got him good with the family.
Oh yeah, because the entire insurance business is a fucking scam, and they deserve to be screwed over.
Yeah, pretty sure he won't be. Pretty soon he was getting all business in town. Leaving me here in the dark, up my neck in soup and noodles.
I think I've figured out Mr. Eldune's former occupation. Can't hurt to ask, Apollo. Mr. Eldune, or should I say, Dr. Eldune.
Figured it out, did ya? That's right. I was a doctor, a surgeon until a year before last.
So, Miraculous was your rival.
You like those onions they put in the soup broth?
Yeah, kind of.
You take a spoon, you bring some broth. Those onions find their way in there. But people who like them, well, that's just fine. People who hate them, I hate onions. Hate them.
Man, this guy must probably be livid every time he watches Shrek. He's just fucking screaming in the cinema.
Always sneaking in from the side, getting in the way of the good tasting spoonful. Well, that's what he was. An onion. Onion boy's what I call him.
So, you aren't exactly friends.
Me and Pal Miraculous. Ever since preschool, we were getting at each other's face. No matter what I did, sure enough, he'd come following along. Then he'd do it better. Then he'd do it better than me. Just a blow right past, not so much of a so much as a howdy.
See.
That's right. I was a surgeon long before he was, you know. And that no good onion bull come along.
Well, Juicy, looks like we found ourselves a new suspect. Oh my god, Apollo! So fucking cold! You think El Dude did it? My god! Cold as ice! Don't say that!
Thanks to him, I was forced to trade in my scalpel for a ladle. Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to weigh you down with old man's ramblings.
No, that's fine.
By way of apology, you ever get yourself in a spot of trouble, you drop by.
Huh?
You were investigating Miraculous, aren't you?
Yes?
Well, wanna know about a doctor? You ask a doctor. That's all I'm saying. You just think of me if you need something, Trucidor.
Right, thanks, Mr. Eldoon. I guess the time spent listening to him complain wasn't entirely wasted. Okay.
Sorry, sonny boy. My interest is from a stand of precious little else. Get cracking on that case. Get me back my stand. I'm begging you.
Let's see. What can we ask you about? It's sucky when you dedicate so much of your life to getting education in medicine, but you still end up a Walmart cashier. Yeah, the job market nowadays is just absolutely... It really is. Especially, like... It's not even about the time investment, right? The time investment is fine, right? Like, okay, you tried, you failed. Fine, fair enough. The issue...
It's the money, Spider-Man. It's all about the money, Spider-Man.
Like, you take a student loan, right? For a like a college or graduate degree, and the idea, right? The reason why student loans are like the only loan you can never declare bankruptcy on is because the idea is that you take, and also the only, like, student loans are given to people who would never be given any other kind of loan. Like, people who no reasonable bank would give a housing or a car loan get given student loans, because the idea is that with the money they'll get an education and then they'll get a good paying job that they can then use to pay back the loan, which is why student loans are seen as much lower risk than other types of loans. The issue with that is that if you take a massive student loan, you go through college, and then you end up at like a shitty desk job, like, you will literally never be able to pay it back, and your life will be miserable for the rest of your life, because like the interest will literally keep the loan growing faster than you can pay it off, and you'll never pay it back. It's fucking ridiculous. Show them the panties? I will. It's about the Mets.
It's about the Mets, baby. Love the Mets. Let's go Mets, baby. Love the Mets. Let's go Mets. Let's go Mets, baby.
Alright, let's show him the panties. Nope, his interest is in his stand and precious little else, and seems he wants us to get it back. So yeah, let's ask about the noodle stand.
That's right, Sonny. When do you bring my stand home? I'm ready. Can you see I'm ready? My body is ready.
Yes.
Until that stand is back home, the case is not closed. You hear me?
I think I'll avoid talking about his stand in the future. What about the bloomers? Nope. Checkup report. You are a doctor. You want to tell me about the checkup report? No, I guess not. Go back to fucking selling noodles, you people. I don't want to examine here. There's still a police car outside. Police car's parked in front of the Miraculous Clinic. It's empty. Police must be inside investigating. I wonder, can we investigate? Front entrance to the Miraculous Clinic. Walls and posters so highly polished, I can see my face in them. Wait, my hairdo's a little flat. There! Perfect. Just like All Might. Well, we've got to check out the clinic, that's for sure. Yeah, but what about the guard? No harm in asking. We're literally the lawyers in charge of this case. Why the fuck would they not let us in? Excuse me? Hey, it's you two from yesterday. It's the same officer that was standing out by the park yesterday. Our business is over in the park, isn't it? The clinic's off limits. Not involved.
But...
What part of off limits do you not understand? Show me proof that the clinic is connected to the incident in the park, or beat it. No harm in asking. No gain either. No point in sticking around here, I guess. Alright, well, let's head back to the, let's check the garage out first. Did we see the cat before?
Hey, kitty cat! Here, kitty, kitty, kitty!
Oh yeah, we've checked the cat, because I remember remarking that it was very cute. So yeah, we've checked this out before. Not coming down.
You do look kind of suspicious, you have to admit. It's okay, kitty cat. His hair won't hurt you. It's okay, kitty cat. She won't make you disappear in her hat.
It's all right. Let's head out. Oh yeah, I want to hear the stepladder dialogue once again because it might be my favorite.
Look, it's a folding ladder. Polly, that's called a stepladder. Come on.
Stepladder?
How's that different from a regular ladder then? It's a much more complex piece of machinery. It's like two ladders stuck together.
So you admit that basically it's a ladder, right?
Wait, huh? You have to look past the form, the essence of the thing. Can we talk about something else?
And see, that right there is irrefutable proof that Apollo will always be a better lawyer than Phoenix. Because he is, so far, the only one who has been able to win the stepladder versus ladder debate. Pretty conclusively, too, I would say. June 16, Kentucky Mansion.
Yep, she's back.
Hey, you two, over here.
Us? Yo, Little Plum, what's up? I think all this gangsteries is a negative influence on Trucy.
I heard you retrieved my bloomers.
Well, it was just...
Man speaks clearly and takes credit where it's due. You caught the thief, didn't ya?
Yes, sorry, I caught him. You're cute when you're nervous, Polly. Deal with you later.
Enough about bloomers. What about my son, Walkie?
Walkie, well, that's...
Clearly.
Yes, ma'am. This is why I was kind of hoping we could avoid coming back here.
Yeah, but we need to go to the park, so don't really have an option.
He's really everything you'd expect in a boss's son.
I'm gonna be a gangster, dude. My life does have an appeal for that age, particularly for boys.
Don't look at me like that. You wanna go run your fucking crime sprees? Do it somewhere else. Not when I'm around.
Or I'll get implicated, too.
He was shot at a turf war about half a year ago.
Yes, we heard the story from Walkie.
But he didn't tell you the whole story. You know, even if he had the pistol then, he couldn't have shot anyone.
What?
He acts like he's hard, but he couldn't shoot someone to save his life. You should know. I should know. I'm his mom.
Her words do have a certain weight to them.
Hopefully, it's all taken care of. He and the boss can sort out the differences.
Boss? You mean Walkie's father? They didn't seem to be on the best terms, did they?
The boss may act tough, but that boy means the world to him.
Walkie seems, well... seems like he's against his father's position.
That's to be expected. We're in a bit of a transition now. He's trying to cut our ties in the shadier side of the street and do more on the up and up. Walkie isn't too enthusiastic about the change, it's true.
But why the change? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills?
Oh, it pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is.
I see. Something must be up. Yeah,
You'll see things the way the boss sees them. Someday.
Why do they need so much clean money? I wonder.
That's true. One of our pistols is missing.
So the murder weapon was from the mansion.
I kind of figured, given the difficulty of obtaining a gun these days. Wow! Crazy to think that, in the Ace Attorney universe, California has banned guns by 2025. Wow! Guess,
None of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Walkie could have taken it.
I see. Again, supporting my theory that Winfred killed Baratkis to keep him quiet during this transitionary period. But again, I have no evidence to back that up.
I'm sure the cops will continue thromping all over the mansion because of this case.
Maybe this is a sign that it's time for a change. He doesn't seem to be too concerned, at least. Yeah, Walkie's fiance. They're getting married next month, correct? I suppose. He's been staying over lately. You don't look too happy about that, Little Plum. How'd you guess? And I could tell that. Could you tell us more about her? Walkie brought her home one day. He says he wants to tie the knot. I see why. She's so pretty. Oh, she's pretty enough. But you know. It's probably just me being suspicious. They ain't the business too long. And you start to see only the darkness in people. You got a nose for it. Nose for people, a nose for trouble. I wonder what the problem is. It's like a gangster's only version of female intuition. I wonder, what is her issue with Alita? This is the mirror we found. From the hit and run, huh? It's funny how it all ties together like this. Yeah, it's very convenient. The chase after a hit and run, end up Walkie's attorney. Yeah, of course, you'll find the real killer soon, won't ya? Of course. Definitely. That is... yeah, actually, do you know about the knife? Can you tell me if this knife belongs to Walkie? Oh, that's his knife, all right. Brought it for him for his birthday. Oh, it's a pretty hardcore present. I remember him falling asleep with it clutched in his arms, just like Trucy with the spaghetti. Oh, I know the feeling. I bet he was just as happy as when I got my plastic spaghetti. About these... Hey, my bloomers! Ah, thanks for that. I owe you one. I thought you might like the back, so... oh, no. Why don't you keep them as a souvenir? Oh, no, I couldn't, really. Thank you for the offer. I could use those in my Magic Panties act. I'll pull shivs and pieces of godfathers out of them. Great. Now your props are going from bland to dangerous. It's all part of a good show. All for the audience. So, the pistol belongs to the Kentucky family. Is that correct? It's one of the pieces we keep around. That is, we used to keep around. They're all gone now. Oh. Police came yesterday and took everything.
Everything but my broom.
Don't you think you should have given them that too? Ah, you kidding? You can't clean up very well without a broom. She's great. I hate doing her voice, but she's great. Alright, we're done here. Is old bag still here? My god. Looks like the old lady's at it again.
Oh, look, I told you that yesterday a buck was off limits.
I told you yesterday this is how I go home. Okay, you want me to go around? How about giving me $5 like yesterday?
Con artist strikes again. Our crime scene is off limits to the public. Police officer on guard by the gate is yawning. He noticed me staring and snapped his mouth shut. Too late, Mr. Officer. I saw ya. Alright, well, let's head in. Let's meet up with Emma. I assume she's gonna be. Or not. Huh. Yeah, there's the trash can where the guy was staying. Trash can sits next to the path here. And I guess now we know it was Mr. Stickler who hid Little Plum's bloomers here, huh? That's right, Trucy. And what a web of lies grew from that one little act. I can still remember that moment. You brandished those bloomers on high and shouted, "Objection!" Here's what I want you to do, Trucy. Take that memory and gently lock it away, deep in your heart. Never speak of it again. The mannequin put in place of the body. I don't think I've seen this at the police station. The way he's forced to look at the ground now, day in, day out. Kinda sad. Poor Mr. Eldoon. His dad's been standing here since this whole thing started. It almost looks at home here in the park now. I think it should be made into a playhouse for children. I think its owner would disagree.
Yeah, we need to get that cart back for Eldoon.
Blue plastic tarps cover the ground around the stand. They're apparently put here to preserve the crime scene.
And the knife?
A knife sticking straight into the ground. Remember what Wesley Stickler said in the trial today? Lucky was very likely pointing this at the victim.
Yeah, right. So he was just he wasn't aiming a gun at him. He was threatening him with a knife.
He wanted to kill him.
Yeah, that's the problem. That is a bit of an issue. Hold on, I'm gonna put on a jacket because and I cannot turn on the heater because it's loud as fuck, and you know it would definitely the stream would definitely pick that up. So jacket it is. Should hopefully keep me warm until the end of the stream. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay. So it seems like there's nothing of interest here. We need to talk. Who do we need to talk to? Go, Eldoon. Anything agency. Let's see.
If everything that Panty Snatcher said was true, it doesn't put Walkie in a very good position, does it? He was at the scene of the crime, that's pretty clear. There's gotta be a different angle on this. Well, let's get investigating. In a time like the present. So, any leads? One moment. Shazam! Alakazam!
Oh, evidence keeps flying out of nowhere.
Ta-da! That's all. Neat, huh?
Yeah, real neat. The phone and the fingerprint powder. That is actually quite a helpful tip. Thank you, Trucy. We'll check some of that stuff out.
What is it, Apollo? Oh, you want to see a magic trick? Is that it? Okay, watch me make a piece of...
Oh, okay, no. Cell phone? Nope. This game really needs a way to just be able to skip the dialogue. That is a bit of annoying that we can't just do. Okay. So her suggestions were the phone and the fingerprint powder. Let's do about putting those to you. Head to the Eldoon stand first of all. Let's see. Hang on, let's check out the detention center. Oh, here we go. June 16, Detention Center Visitor's Room.
I was hoping to meet with my client.
Walkie-talkie's just finished questioning. I'll bring him out.
Hey, finally.
Yo, what's up, my little imposter?
What did you call me?
Zam! It's you, Sour G. I thought you were a leader.
A little imposter sure is a strange nickname.
It's a clink thing. Wouldn't understand. Did I say imposter? I meant poster, like poster, like poster girl, alright?
Something's going on here.
I'm gonna drop part of that. Why not drop poster and just call her girl?
Cause she's so much more than that. She's like an angel, a fallen angel. So, what can I do you for?
You don't look so chipper today, Walkie.
Word about your heart condition, maybe?
That was the wackest thing of all. All those G's lining up, taking eye exams. Better die young than fade away, bazoy.
A relief to hear.
What's a relief?
Oh, does your father not tell you? The bullet you carry so close to your heart, if not attended to immediately, that could kill you.
Man, I ain't trying to hear that. A man fights to protect what's valuable to him. You know what I'm saying? I miss my fallen angel. Hey, you get a leader for me? You're my lawyer, aren't you?
Well, you're not Gopher. Now, let's see if you can enlighten us as to the circumstances of the case a little bit. So, you're to be married next month.
Straight up. We poured the nuptial 40 out on the stoop. Alita, no snapcakes. She's so fun.
I hate him so much. My God. I think he's smitten with her in his own weird way. I was wondering, how did you two meet? I asked Yala, but she was very vague.
Huh? Well, she wouldn't tell you. I'd best hold my tongue, you feel me?
So there's definitely something going on here, right? Alita and Walker are both being extremely secretive about their meet, about how they met, and then Plum seems to be detecting some kind of red flags from Alita. Oh, very suspicious.
Man, what's past is past. She knows that. When I'm with Alita, I feel like there's things with protecting out there. You feel me? And my Alita is down with that all the way.
Both of them are mum about their past. You think you can tell us what happened with you and Pal Maratkis?
There's something you should know. We Kentuckys are having what you might call a feud with the Rivales family. So, about 6 months ago, I got into a rival's Rivales turf, packing a knife, right?
And you were shot.
Coolest thing I've ever seen. One shot to the heart. My homies were too late. It was a miracle that I lived. It's already considered one of the 7 wonders of the Kentucky family. You know that?
So, you were taken to the Maratkis clinic then?
You should have seen their faces when they wheeled me in. You can't just let the boss' son die, you know?
I'd hate to have been in that doctor's shoes. Rocky's scary enough when he's not angry. But the bullet that hit you was never removed.
And it
was still threatening his life.
that doctor, he did it on purpose. The Rivales paid him off, I'm sure of it.
I need to hear more about the night of the murder, which is clear.
Life of the family is a G thing. About being a man. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. Can you stop speaking in backwards riddles? Sorry, I'm not up on my G things. I'm not even sure what a G thing is.
But my old man, he's gone soft. He says the old rival gang days are over. He's supposed to make money.
Isn't that a good thing?
Man, there ain't no soul in making money. Better live fast and die young, foo shizzle. It's not always about the money, Apollo. It's on the Mets, baby. Love the Mets. Let's go Mets. Love the Mets. Let's go Mets. Let's go Mets, baby. Love the Mets.
It will never get old, and I will never stop doing it.
Wait till I run the yard. Then everyone will know what time it is. It's right. OG time. All the time. Represent.
Apollo, why does he keep talking about old guys? I don't think that's what OG means, Trucy. Let's see. I don't want to examine. That's different. Can we ask him about fingerprint powder? Always present the attorney's badge.
Yeah, whatever.
He seems preoccupied. I'm not sure if he even looked at my evidence.
Alita, man. Alita.
He is smitten. Let's talk about the knife. About these weapons, the pistol and the knife.
They belong to the family. I snuck them out that night.
So, the killer Mr. Stickler saw that night was...
Yeah, I guess it was me. I was there after all.
God, we're finished.
Yo, Walkie, do you think you could tell us exactly what happened that night?
You don't beat around the bush, do ya? I like your style, shorty.
Alright, so we'll ask him about that. Okay. Not helpful on that one.
Yeah, whatever.
I thought he was actually gonna react to that. I guess not. Alright, well, yeah, let's ask him about the actual night of the crime. Actually, there's a question that I've been wanting to ask you for a while now. That is, did you do it? Did you shoot him?
I don't know.
Huh?
The day of that checkup, when I found out about the bullet in my heart, I borrowed a gun from my family stash. You're gonna give that doctor a taste of his own bad medicine.
Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going.
But you were carrying a knife, weren't you?
Oh, that? Yeah, well, never can be too careful, I say. So I'm on my way to the clinic, right? When I run into him in the park, and he's dragging this noodle stand behind him.
Wait, you didn't put him up to that? Like, you know, in the movies.
If you value your life, you will bring the stand. Shorty, you're more whack than I am. That's saying something.
But I was serious. That's the worst.
Oh, Chusey's so good.
Thing is, I don't remember what happened next all too well.
Don't remember?
But the way I see it, if there wasn't anyone else there that night, and I guess it probably was me who did him in. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. Alright, well this has been useless. Let's head back to the Anything Agency. I'm actually gonna take like a 5-minute break. We're not ending here, but I do just want to I need to go to the bathroom real quick. So 5-minute break. We'll be back at 2:55. So both bathrooms are currently in my dorm are currently occupied, so that was a bust. I guess we'll just continue, and then I'll have to go to the bathroom later. So I guess I'll just hold it in for now. Oh. Yep, let's. All right. Build. Nope. Do we have any new conversation? No. Eldoon. I want to ask about Muratka's. Doctor's report. Like, I'd love for you to actually help me with the doctor's report, considering that's like thing. Can we actually try use different powder here? No, that's just showing that to Eldoon. Yeah. Chill your fucking noodle hat. Yeah, let's go into the garage, see if maybe we can, Can we dust for fingerprints here? No. Take it. Fingerprints seem like they might be... Oh, here we go. June 16, Kentucky Mansion. Look at that crowd over by the park. Not only people trying to get a glimpse of the crime scene. Why are those girls screaming? I think I just heard one of them say, "Oh my god, it's him!" Hey, that motorcycle. If it isn't her forehead. Prosecutor Gavin. Some fans found me on my way out. That's my luck. Oh my god, he's so cool! That's the count. That's the screen. New album just came out, you know? Try waving to them. They'll love it.
Oh, he's so cute!
Oh, they're so excited. Doesn't matter who waves to them, see? This is surreal!
So, you were here investigating?
And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost. Hog? My motorcycle won't start. Clogged exhaust pipe.
Too bad. Looks like such a nice bike, too. Hard to believe that it could break from just that.
It's my fault. I think I was using the wrong oil. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust and they won't run. Machines. Tell me you share my angst, her forehead.
I ride a bicycle, actually, just like Phoenix!
In any event, I'm off to the shop to get her fixed. The detective in charge of the scene isn't fond of me in any case.
Detective? You mean the one in the lab coat? Ja.
And she's in a foul mood too. Be gentle. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen, baby.
Oh my god, there he goes! My god, what a character.
And the forecast for the park today.
Gloomy skies! Well, nothing to do but head on in. Let's hit the park, Apollo.
Alright. Let's talk to Sky.
June 16, Pipples Park.
Huh?
Think about the scene look different to you.
Yeah, the tarps are gone.
The blue tarps are gone. Maybe that's it?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Look over there. White frock detective from yesterday. She seems to be apologizing reverently to the trash can?
She's under a lot of stress.
Investigation's probably not going so well. Hey, you there. You're gonna talk about someone behind their back? Do it more quietly, please. Oh, Detective Sky! Hello! You seem as gloomy as ever.
And this is miserable. Miserable. I just got a new kit, and I can't get the stuff to work. And everyone is all smiles for that glimmerous fop. Glimmerous?
Does she mean Prosecutor Gavin? More to the point, doesn't she mean glamorous? What is this? When he walks, his shiny chains catch the sun and glimmer in my eyes. It's distracting. Speaking of distracting, here's why I have to the fact that I like talent. It's like she's trying out sort of new forensics technique. God, I love her. Okay. I'm gonna just go quickly check to see if the bathrooms are available, and if not, I'll tell myself. Alright, bathroom is open. I'm gonna go pee before my bladder explodes, so I'll be right back. 5 minutes.
was muted. Now I'm not. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, we're probably gonna be streaming for like maybe an hour more because the dining hall closes at 8 and I want to eat, so I'm gonna be out here by 7. Out of here. Yeah, let's see what Sky has to say. The best character.
Next to Sky, you know Mr. Wright, correct? How do you know my daddy? I want details. He helped me out a long time ago. I'd say he saved me. He's saying something about getting involved in an incident? I can't stand it when things are vague, especially in a case. I went to study to become a forensic scientist in Europe. But you're a detective now. Well, I failed the test.
No way! I don't believe that. Not Emma!
Not the woman who brought the glory of scientific investigation to the Ace Attorney series. But you know, rank and title doesn't matter. What matters is what's inside your heart. I've always thought about that too. And my heart is full of science. That's why I brought this kit through mail order. And I'm gonna test it here before the forensics team arrives.
Just doing everyone's job for them and probably doing it better.
You sure that's okay? I won't lie, I'm no fond of the man. Those glamorous types always rub me the wrong way. Glamorous? Right. Prosecutor should be cool of wit and furtive brow. Less glamorous and more simmerous, you know?
Yeah, yes, I forgot that she had a crush on Edward. She's like, man, this motherfucker, Gavin, he could never be as good as Edgeworth. He could never be as cool.
No, actually, I don't. Well, that, and what happened 7 years ago. Prosecutor Gavin was the one who stripped Mr. Wright of his attorney's badge. What? Really? He was the one?
Well, now that is interesting. Huh. I wonder. So we actually finally get some more context for what happened 7 years ago. Intriguing.
You mean you didn't know? I thought you were one of his boys. I'm neither a boy nor one of his, but let's see what she has to say. What exactly happened 7 years ago? Never actually heard the details. I'd investigate. It's better you learned it for yourself anyways.
That's helpful.
You mind me asking exactly what it is you've been doing here? Squatting down on the ground like that? Ooh! Oh, do you want to know? Do you? Well, I splurged on a new toy. You splurged? You mean it wasn't police issue? What is it? Is it roller? Glue? This is a footprint analysis kit! Footprint? It was raining on the night of the murder, which means the footprints were left. Ooh! Does that have anything to do with those blue tarps? Right. Ground was muddy, so I had to protect it as it was that night. Ever want to know exactly where someone was standing? Like your panty snatching student witness, for example. For instance? Aha! So with that kit! Right. What? Want to try this stuff out? Are you sure? I mean, we're sort of on opposing teams and all. Oh, pfft. We're friends. And to tell the truth, I'm not so good at doing this. I guess I'm a little clumsy. I could use your help.
Plus, it's not, the police should be working with the defense attorneys. Like, I don't know, this whole, like, different teams thing is fucking nonsense.
Ooh, I'm good at stuff like this. I used to make magic bunnies out of paper mache. Footprint analysis, huh? Oh, should I give it a go?
Sure.
Okay, give it a go. That's the spirit. Right, allow me to explain. One moment. He's reading the instructions for a kit? Why does this not fill me with confidence? First, we have to pick the footprint, or in our case, shoe print we want to analyze. I've taken the liberty of making all the shoe prints, marking all the shoe prints in the park. Well, which shoe print should we start with? We're gonna verify the defense account. Here's the place to start. Shoe prints, prepare to be examined. Oh, this is exciting. Alright, here goes. First, pour the plaster into the print until it's full. You try it. How am I supposed to do that? Just touch the screen where you want to pour the plaster. Like this.
Doesn't look too hard. This is not plaster. This is not plaster.
If you run out of plaster in the beaker before you're done, you'll have to start over.
Okay, so we actually have a limited amount of plaster. Intriguing. But pretty easy.
Not bad. You're handier with that than you look. You can cover me in plaster anytime you want, Apollo. God! What's that supposed to mean? On to the next step. Dry the plaster until it turns white. Right. Just touch to direct the dryer. There. Give it a shot.
Okay. I love doing more of the scientific investigation. It was my favorite part of Rise from the Ashes. It's part of what made that case so good.
It looks like it's hardened. Nicely. Let's take a look. Yes. A good one. Next, the ink. Ready for the next step? Use the roller to ink just the shoe print part. Hold on to that roller tight now and roll it up and down. Keep going until you get enough ink there for a good print. Right. Now the moment you've been waiting for. Let's take our prints. Ready? Here goes. Get a match.
Let's see. He has his fucking logo on the soles of his shoes because of course he does. No, he's wearing dress shoes. This person was wearing sneakers. Sandals. So yeah, this looks like, yeah, walkie shoes. Here's that. Maratkis also wears sneakers. Same with Guy Eldoon. Okay, let's go with walkie. I love this kind of stuff. It's so much fun.
So the shoe prints belong to Walkie, Kentucky after all. And if the shoe fits, wear it. It was in the park on the night of the crime. Wow, I can almost see the science at work. Don't you love it? Ah, nothing feels better. He's definitely way more into this than I am. Just let me know if you want to do some more. I'll be here, solving the case, with science! Well, that certainly brightened her mood.
Yeah, she's happy now. Best character.
Detective Sky, mind if we give it another go? Right on! Leave no print unanalyzed, I say! Now, pick which print you want to analyze.
Alright, let's do... So we know the victim walked this way until he met the victim. I mean, the defendant walked this way. This is gonna be the witness, right? It's a dress shoe. So we already know who it is. Both from the fact that it's a dress shoe and from, you know.
Okay, looking good. Next, to dry the plaster. Okay, let's take out the mold. Yeah, good one. Next, the ink.
Yeah, it's just flat black. Not really any, like, design or anything.
Right, now the moment you've been waiting for. Let's take out a print. Ready? Here goes. Let's see if we made a match.
That is gonna be Wesley Stickler. Yep. Pretty good match.
So the shoe prints belong to Wesley Stickler? This confirms his testimony, the final version of it, at least. We know where the Panty Snatcher was standing.
Alright, then we have one more set to examine, and then we're done.
Sky, what if we give it another shot?
I believe you're beginning to appreciate the wonder that is forensic science. Ah, I've always appreciated it. Now to pick which print you want to analyze. The red one. So this one is interesting because, I mean, honestly, I would have expected the victim's shoe print here, but I guess not. Walkie was here. So who was this over here? Important question. It looks also like a sneaker, so... Okay, looking good. Next, try the plaster. Oh god, I just realized what this shape looks like. No, cover it up! Cover it up! Don't look at it! It's not what it looks like, it's a shoe, I promise. No, it looks so bad. Yeah, that's a good one. Next, the egg. Alright, now the moment you've been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes.
Huh? Huh? This is a funny shoe print. That even a shoe?
Maybe they stepped on a leaf.
Strange, so smooth. Except for the part with the leaf.
Except for the part with the leaf. I can say without looking at the print, this doesn't match any print on our list. A mystery print. Likely the killer. Okay, so it would seem the killer isn't anyone we know about. Interesting.
This print is far too smooth to be from a regular shoe. It is a shoe print of some kind, though, that's for certain.
Now, you have to wonder what it is doing here.
It's right next to O'Doon's noodle stand.
It does make one wonder.
Hey, you! Yes?
Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? You wouldn't happen to have something in mind? Something that might have left this mystery shoe print?
This mystery shoe print does remind me of something.
Does it? Not the badge, not the app, not the mirror. Oh. Not the panties, not the cell phone. Other Untitled Report knife, noodle stand. No. I knew she had a lamp of some kind, but I just... No, it's not really ringing any bells, I gotta say. Toledo. But we don't have any evidence. She's like the only person whose footprints we don't have. Her and Dr. Hickfield. I wonder. She might actually be the killer.
Oh, sorry. No idea. Too bad. I wonder what it is. Something familiar about that smooth surface. So smooth, it's almost slippery.
Well, if you think of something, I'm all ears. So smooth, it's almost slippery. You don't really have anything. Okay. Looks like we'll probably have to come back here. Let's ask her about some other stuff first.
Sorry, I don't think I can help you with that. I think you need more than just scientific help. Might ask me anything you'd like. Just ask scientifically.
Ask her for a biology lesson. She's basically just telling you how to ask her out right there. What one? Nope. Yeah, let's actually ask her about the fingerprint pattern. We might be able to use that for something. Fingerprint analysis is the very basis of modern forensic science. Yes, you could put it that way. And you two know how to dust for prints on your own now. Make sure to examine anything you find that might have prints on it. Alright, so she's telling us again we should probably check. Anything to say about the panties? Nope. Yes, panties aren't very scientific. What about the autopsy? Oh, okay. We might actually be able to ask Eldun about the autopsy report since he's a doctor. No. Though I don't think Eldun wants to talk to us about anything. Even though he literally said that he owes us one and will help us out, but then he will refuse to help us. This... God damn it. Stay hydrated, kids. Swallowed a piece of ice. Stay hydrated, just not. It's not like that. Learn something about that. Checkup report? No. Alright, the last thing I'll ask her about is the pistol. If it's not that, then... Okay, yeah, no. Alright, let's, I wonder... Does the mannequin have smooth... No, the mannequin doesn't have feet at all, because it's on a stand anyways. That's a no-go. Okay. And then... Paint. Oh, I did not notice a doggo here. Guy Eldun's dog doesn't look too lively. I say dogs and their owners resemble each other. I guess there are exceptions. Anything helpful to say? No? Fuck you. Yeah, no. I guess I'll ask him about the autopsy. I doubt he'll help me out, but... Nope, he won't. I thought as much. I'm trying to get cracking on the case, that's why I need your fucking help, you piece of... Alright, back to the, I'll check the garage. What could we dust for prints, though? I wonder. Because obviously the pistol is clear to fingerprints, but there might be some... Well, let's go back to the Anything Agency. And let's see... Hickfield Clinic. Is Phoenix back? Thank you. Something. June 16, Hickfield Clinic. Ah, the prodigal attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. Heard you did well in the trial today. Here to discuss something? I could use a little diversion. Also, I might be wrong on this, but let me just check. Yeah, prodigal does not mean prodigy. Prodigal just means someone who, like, lives a lavish, reckless lifestyle. It's not a compliment. It has nothing to do with someone's, like, ability, you know? So, that's a very... It's a common misconception just because it sounds so much more prodigy, I guess. You to discuss something? I could use a little conversation. What did Detective Sky say? Want to know something, you have to investigate it yourself? Mr. Wright, tell me what happened 7 years ago. Please. I want to know. I need to know. You certainly didn't waste any time getting to the point. Alright, get to it. 7 years ago, I was standing in a courtroom on behalf of a client. The case involved the death of a certain magnificent genius. I'd be surprised if you had heard about it. If you hadn't heard about it. It's all over the news, I remember that. You were up against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you? Yeah, he was only 17 years old at the time. 17 years old? That's still in high school! He took the bar exam abroad, in Europe. Kind of progressive over there, you know?
Does that still count? I don't think your bar carries over when you count, whatever.
I was defeated by a 17-year-old newcomer. In my shame, I left the practice forever.
I thought you got disbarred.
That's all.
All? How could that be all?
What do you mean?
What about they were saying on the news about forged evidence? They say you forged evidence. You had your attorney's badge stripped from you.
Tell me, how does it feel? How does it feel to stand here before the Phoenix Wright, the forging attorney himself?
How does it feel? I don't want to believe it's true. What happened? What about what happened in my first trial?
Didn't you notice in today's trial? There was a single piece of forged evidence. I'm talking about evidence that shouldn't have existed. Naughty magician's trick.
I really like this new take on Phoenix.
I don't see you jumping to my defense on this one. Maybe I did forge evidence. Maybe I didn't. It doesn't really matter, does it?
What?
I'm not an attorney anymore. That's the only truth you need to know.
Mr. Wright. Looks like he doesn't want to talk about the accusations of forgery. For now.
Yeah, we're not getting much out of him. We found the Panty thief.
And found these two. They're truces.
Thanks, Apollo. Well, I have to admit, as a father, I wonder. Why are you still carrying my daughter's panties around in your pocket?
Ah, that'll teach me to show off my evidence to Mr. Wright.
Gurney's badge.
Refreshing to be so thoroughly ignored for
The map. The mirror. Nope. Okay. At least when you fail, when you give the wrong thing to Wright, at least he just doesn't take too long with it. It's like one line. Hey, welcome back, Firewall. Really ignored.
Are you gonna be helpful at all? Or are you just gonna stand there watching the Steel Samurai?
Motherfucker.
We need to find Alita.
Since she... wonder, is plot... Can we go on...
It's of gate befitting the Kitaki mansion. Look at the nameplate. Kitaki. It's so cool. Short and blunt like a good gangster. Ooh, let's change our name. How about WAA? Maybe that's too short and blunt. What do you think? No comment.
Oh, there's another bot. We've only gotten 2 this time, so, you know, improvement. Just realized how obsessed this case is with King Panties. Oh yeah, I just got over Emma fangirling over feet pics. So, you know. I mean, some might call that a stretch, but I call it the truth. Anything for us in the garage? Powder, maybe? I don't think we can. That's where you found your panties, isn't it, Trucy?
I can't thank you enough, Apollo.
Well, thank you for saying thank you.
Oh, I'm always polite. Part of being a performer. You know what Daddy says.
It doesn't cost anything to be polite, and it could bring you more business.
Typical. Just kidding. I really am grateful.
Yeah, no, I just don't see anything here. And shit. Go back to the park. Where do you have the footprint? Can't decipher.
I'm sure here, the tarps that were here yesterday are gone. I wonder why Detective Sky put them out.
Yeah.
The only thing they were covering is the ground. You know, I think I see something there. A print.
A print? Yeah. That's useful. Oh, let's see about the mystery print.
This print is far too smooth to be from a regular shoe. It is a shoe print of some kind, though, that's certain.
Still, you have to wonder what it's doing here. Oh, that was a weird glitch. Did Emma Ada Apollo totally passed out? No?
Right next to Eldine's stand.
But I do think Apollo just had like a brain aneurysm right there when the game kind of like bugged out a little bit. It does make one wonder. Hey, you.
Yes?
Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? You wouldn't happen to have something in mind? Something that may have left this mystery footprint?
Mystery footprint does remind me of something.
Alright, let's see show evidence.
Be sure I've seen something that would leave a print like that. You know, I think I have a culprit right here.
Not sure, honestly, but... yeah, I don't think we have shit. I guess I'll just look at everything. Nothing there. Nothing there. The mirror? That seems like a stretch even for this game. It doesn't match the shape at all. Bowl. No. None of this makes sense. Panties. All fun. Fingerprint powder. The autopsy report. Knife. The noodle stand. Bloomers. Checkup Report. The pistol. Yeah, no, I literally have no idea. I don't think we have any evidence that we can use for this, right? Like, what happens if I get it wrong? Let's just say the mirror first.
Know what I'm eating? Snacks? Snacks? More precisely, whenever I'm in a bad mood, a chocolate snackoo. I had no idea. She means you picked the wrong evidence, Apollo. I got that. I had no idea.
Okay, yeah, I don't think we have the right evidence for this yet. So... I don't see anything else here unless we want to look at the fucking statue. Can we? Mannequin put in place of a body. I think I've seen this at the police station. Oh, he's forced to look at the ground now, day in, day out. It's kind of sad. No. Let's head to the detention center. That's like the one place I haven't checked yet. Walkie. I have no idea what to add. there anything we might be able to like dust for prints or something? I don't know. Can we actually get anything of importance from Wright? Or is he literally... Tips on fingerprinting? Nope. I think I've actually shown him that before. Not here. But I'll do inside. Here, but harps. Who type Mr. Eldoon used to cover his noodle stand? Top of his purpose blows in the wind alone. Nothing there. What over here? Can we try to gain entry into the clinic, maybe? Run entrance to the miraculous clinic. I already said, we already read this. Doesn't look like we'll be allowed in. No, looks like we can't go in. No, not yet. We're not fingerprint stuff. Yeah, I'm kind of stumped on this one. Maybe? Colors of paint have been splattered across the game. It's pretty much dry, too. It's gonna be one heck of a cleanup job. Here. Falling everything. Crime scene is off limits to the public. Police officers on guard by the gate is yawning. In the... Oh, are those slippers in the fucking garbage can? This trash can. This is where we found the mirror. Oh, right. Okay, I remember now. During the first investigation, which was a while ago, we had the option of picking up slippers or picking up the mirror from the trash can. I picked up the mirror because that's like what was related to the case. I just thought the slippers were like a red herring, but no, it looks like the slippers, I completely forgot that they existed. Okay, this is what we need. Think of it. There's something else in here? Something near the bottom. Look at the paint on. Means this must have ended up here after Mr. Wright's accident. Maybe they're connected. Let's pick them up. Lippers. Alright, there we go. Found the piece of evidence we were looking for. See what these slippers have. Slippers for patients at the Maractus Clinic were found in front of document. So it seems someone at the Maractus Clinic took these slippers and used them to commit the crime so that they wouldn't see their feet. And yeah, looks like someone stepped on yellow paint, but they had a leaf on the bottom of their shoe. Bottom is covered with paint. Huh? Weird shape. It looks like a leaf was stuck to the bottom when the wearer stepped in some yellow paint. Outline was left and the moved. Ah, I got paint on my hand. Hello. Try to wipe your hands on my cape. Oh no. Oh, it was a menace. Slipping into the slippers? Yeah, literally. So yeah, the paint was wet over here, but it would have stepped on other colors. Anyways, let's head into the park. Because now we've got our piece of evidence. And this should also allow us to access into the Maractus Clinic, since we can then prove a connection between the clinic and the murder. Very cool. Print. Yeah, come on. No evidence. All right. Well, I think these slippers actually. Slippers? That would? What would slippers be doing out here? Look at the bottom, see? It's covered with paint, except for, see? Right there. Hey, this spot is shaped like a leaf. What if the leaf was stuck? It was stuck on the bottom and came off when the slipper stepped in the paint. Makes sense, doesn't it? Wait, something's written on it. The Miraculous Clinic. Exactly, the victim's clinic. Wait, that means that someone from the clinic was involved? Is she just standing there eating? Detective Sky, I have a favor to ask. What? Can you get us access into the Miraculous Clinic? The police won't let us in. They say the murder and the clinic are not connected. Yeah, then why are they investigating it? It's off limits until we prove they are. I should be able to do something for you. Yeah. Oh, really? Well, you did my work for me here with the shoe prints. Seems like I should return the favor. Thank you, Detective Sky. Here, show this to the police officer on duty. Woo! Detective Sky's orders. Right, Practice Clinic, here comes justice! Stop saying that. It's not cool. I think I'm gonna leave today's stream off. You put a little heart by her name. How cute. You're a little old for cute. Apollo, shame on you. Cute is eternal. Cute is timeless. No matter how old a woman gets, she always carries a little innocent maid inside her. Really now. I suppose I've never heard it put quite that way before. When I sign my name, I always put a little diamond. True C, diamond right. See? Cute, don't you think? It's a little confusing. Won't people think your middle name is Diamond? Hey, you could write your name Apollo equals justice. You like justice, but that's taking it a bit far. Yeah, he's like, yo, my name, I'm already lucky with my name, so I think we're done here, you know? It just says official, written in like magic marker. Oh, Sky is the greatest. Do you have a better idea of who the killer is? Not really. I mean, I have some ideas. Really, I have two leads, I guess. Or I guess now three. The first lead is the slippers, right? Someone was here with slippers. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that the person who had these slippers was a patient of the clinic, but it is certainly possible. And if that is the case, then investigating the clinic should get us a lead. But alternatively, the slippers, they're shoes. They could have been worn by anyone, right? After all, we have everyone's shoes on file, so we have to, so it's possible that someone wore the slippers specifically to hide the fact that they were involved with the crime. I don't think we can't fingerprint the slippers since whoever the killer is, they wiped everything off of the gun too, so that's one possible. It's a lead, right? It's nothing more than that. Then I guess the only two suspicions I have right now would have to be Winfred or Plum, I guess. Just the Kitaki family as a whole, or Alita. Alita simply due to the fact that she seems to be really sketchy, right? Her and Waki do not want to talk about the fact that how they met. She claims that she met him while working, whatever the hell that means. Considering the line of work Waki is in, I'm not inclined to believe that that's necessarily a good thing, right? So yeah, they are very secretive as to their past, which makes it suspicious. Also, Plum doesn't seem to like her very much and is also very suspicious of her. So she seems like she's definitely shady in some way or another, and we literally know nothing about her. but we need more information to be able to determine anything. Then the only other person I could think of is the Kitaki family, because we know for a fact that Winfred is trying to move the family into a more legal, into the legal side. Why? We don't know. We just know that they need a lot of legal money for some reason. I'm sure that'll come up later. But what I do know for a fact is that Miratkis made a living treating the injuries of the mob. So if the Kitaki family got out of the business, then Miratkis would have no one to operate on, and he would go out of business, right? His entire thing would get fucked up. So that gives Miratkis a motive to ensure that, to either find a way to ensure that the Kitaki stay in business, or at least take revenge. Maybe he was planning to expose the family's crimes or something like that. In any case, if he was a threat to the family, it would make sense for the family to eliminate him, right? Plug him. So I'm just not sure. We'll have to see. But yeah, right now my suspects, I guess, would be Alita, the Kitakis, and whoever this person with sandals be. I guess we'll see, because like the other people, like, I mean, Hickfield. I mean, we'll see if he comes up at any other point. I don't think it's gonna be El Dude. It just, I mean, he has a motive, sure, but I just don't think he has like the opportunity or anything of the like. So we'll have to see. Gavin wouldn't be the fucking killer. No, that if anything, they'd save that for like that. Then we know it's not Watkins. Wesley is obviously not it, so I guess we'll have to see. We shall have to see. But for now, we're gonna leave it here. I'm really enjoying this case and this game. I think it's so far, right, probably the strongest of the games based on what we see so far. Obviously, for it to be the best of the games, it's also gonna need like a big climactic trial at the end, like all the other games do. So we'll see. But right now, on a case-by-case basis, Apollo is like on average, Apollo is doing a lot better than some of the other games, because like, you know, like it's really fucking good. So with that, also another reason why I kind of suspect the Kitakis is because, or Alita, is because of the theme of family. Like, the second case of all the games tends to have the theme of family, right? Like the first one, Turnabout Sisters, then Reunion and Turnabout with Morgan Fay, and then I guess not really the third game. Yeah, no, that idea doesn't work, because like Trials and Tribulations, the second case, had nothing to do with that. I mean, I guess it had to do with the Faye family and the fact that like there was like, you know, the urn and stuff like that got stolen, but like it wasn't like a major theme of the case. So I don't know. But yeah, we will come back probably Tuesday. Depends on how much work I have. That's literally what it depends on. Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays are the days that I can do this game, so look out for that. I might be able to squeeze this stream in Tuesday. We shall see. Then yeah, we'll be playing Persona 4 tomorrow, so that will be fun. Yeah. Thanks for being here. Firewall and anyone else who might be lurking. You know, anyone who's lurking or watching VOD, if you haven't subscribed, you do that so you don't miss when we go live. Also, join our Discord down in the description. We always, you know, you can chat, you can post memes. You know, if we ever like miss a day, like I'm like, oh, we're gonna stream tomorrow, and then I don't show up, you can be like on the Discord like, yo, what's up, dude? Why didn't you stream? And I'll like explain. And we also post when we're streaming and uploading stuff, so that's useful. And you know, of course, like and leave a comment. You know, everything helps the algorithm. It's all fucking algorithm. It's all the algorithm. All right. Yeah. Thanks for being here. Thanks, Firewall. I'll see y'all tomorrow for some Persona. Hopefully. Depends on if I wake up really tired because I got like 4 hours of sleep last night. I'll try to make it. I'll try to sleep early tonight so I can do Persona. Yeah. Later. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. I should be on this screen. Okay. Now. Goodbye.